Hello， 大家好，我是你们的老朋友徐启。如果没记错的话，应该距离上一次跟大家见面已经隔了有77天了，对吧？在过去这2个多月的日子里面，我们没有发布新品啊，但是我们却更加的忙碌，因为在这过去的一段时间里，我们总结着 realme 过去几年的成功与不足，并针对 realme 接下来的越级之路进行了更加深入的思考。真我 GT Neo 3作为新年后我们发布的第一款超重磅的产品，更是凝结了我们很多的努力和心血。说到真我 GT Neo 系列，我相信大家已经非常熟悉了。去年的3月份，我们首次发布了 GT Neo 系列。1年过去了，这个系列的潮玩性能旗舰的形象已经深入人心。我也非常高兴地跟大家宣布，在这1年时间里，真我 GT Neo 系列在国内的用户超过了200万。我非常开心能够看到有这么多的媒体朋友们和用户朋友们对于 GT Neo 系列的喜爱和推荐。而 Neo 系列也因为它潮流个性的设计、追求极致的性能以及强悍硬核的科技，吸引了越来越多的年轻朋友们加入到了 realme 这样一个大家庭中。在 Neo 系列的第1款产品当中，我们就给大家带来了赛博朋克的设计，并且全球首发了天玑1200旗舰处理器。而在 Neo 2当中，我们也为大家带来了代表着机能美学的黑薄荷配色，以及独创的金刚石冰芯散热系统。可以说 ，Neo 的用户们有着非常鲜明的偏好与特征。当然，在这个过程里，我们也不断地去跟用户们深入进行沟通和讨论啊。我们还发现了一个非常有意思的数据，在最新一份的调研报告里显示 ，realme 的用户的电竞偏好度高达48%，48%这个数字是非常夸张的，因为它显示出了 realme 是在主流的手机品牌里电竞浓度最高的一个。当然，出现这个结果，其实我们也不意外。过去 realme 为了让玩家们拥有更好的体验，我们给大家带来了非常多游戏相关的一些领先技术，比如我们在行业内就首创了极致的释放性能的 GT 模式。同时，我们也在不断地加深与游戏厂商的合作，对吧？例如说 ，realme 是国内第1竞速手游 QQ 飞车手游 S 联赛的官方合作伙伴。我们联合打造了很多增强游戏操纵感的独创技术，比如你们都很喜欢的云海模式，对吧？不仅如此啊，我们还共同的推动建立了粤港澳大湾区的电竞标准，立志进一步的去加强电竞的普及。回过头来看看，电竞这个词其实早已经成为了 realme 的内核基因，也基于此，我们找到了更加精准升级的方向。真我 GT Neo 系列将会从潮玩性能旗舰全新升级为潮玩电竞旗舰。那什么是 realme 理解的潮玩电竞旗舰呢？我们认为，潮玩电竞旗舰就是以电竞级的标准打造更加极致的性能，以越级的态度呈现给用户们更加潮玩的设计，最后再以合理的价格为每一位玩家提供沉浸的电竞级的体验，从而推动全民电竞的发展。也正是因为这样，所以我们引入了全新的合作伙伴，也就是王者荣耀全国大赛。realme 将成为2022年王者荣耀全国大赛的首席合作伙伴。王者荣耀作为国民级的游戏，是非常多真粉朋友们当下都很喜欢玩的游戏啊。当然，关注我微博的朋友们也知道，我也是在内的，对吧？而且我听说我们的代言人杨幂啊，也是王者荣耀当中非常强悍的玩家啊。前段时间还有粉丝跟我说，哎呀，很期待以后 realme 组个局，对吧？带着真粉们和幂幂一起开个黑哈。那么接下来 realme 的研发团队也将会与王者荣耀的研发团队基于游戏体验的加强，展开更加深入的技术交流以及研究。我们将共同为大家带来更加极致的游戏享受。说了这么多，接下来让我们赶紧进入到今天的正片部分，带大家了解一下全新升级的潮玩电竞旗舰真我 GT Neo 3。老规矩，我们先来聊聊每一次都备受关注的 realme 的设计。作为科技潮牌 ，realme 每代产品的设计都花费了大量的时间去思考和打磨，这一次更不例外。作为一款主打速度的旗舰， realme 这一次更是将态度拉满，呈现出极具速度美学的设计。Neo 3的设计灵感其实来自于一位传奇的赛车手，他的名字叫做谢尔比。1965年， 谢尔比首次将这种赛道条纹涂装到了他的顶级跑车上，表达了他对速度的追求和改写历史的信念。在1966年，带有赛道双条纹的福特 GT40在勒芒世界锦标赛上首次打败了长期占据主导地位的法拉利，并蝉联了1967年、1968年、1969年3年的冠军，打败行业霸主，改变行业格局。这与 Realme 赶越级的品牌理念不谋而合。今天我们希望将这种赛道双条纹画成代表对性能和速度的图腾，让速度再一次被看见。所以，正如大家所见，我们打造了全新的、极具速度感的全新设计——勒芒。而勒芒这个名字，也正如我刚才所说的，充满了故事。喜欢赛车的朋友们应该都很熟悉，勒芒赛道是举办勒芒布加迪大赛的著名赛道，也是历史最悠久的汽车耐力赛的专业赛道之一。在这一条赛道上，创造了很多超越极限的传奇。为了致敬这个传奇赛道和这个传奇的故事，我们才有了勒芒这个全新的配色。我们来看一下，首先是它极具潮流感的色彩搭配。我们选择了近年来非常炙手可热的国际克莱因蓝，这种蓝被誉为理想之蓝，它象征着天空和海洋，象征着没有界限。其实细心的朋友们还可以发现，这款产品的颜色上，除了克莱因蓝之外，在光影的折射下，它还可以呈现出一丝紫色的光芒，让勒芒变得更加张扬。之所以能够实现这样的效果，是因为我们采用了全新的蓝紫变色涂装。这种工艺让蓝色镀膜中带有了少许的紫色，光通过底部的纹理后发生了干涉效应，使蓝色和少许的紫色进行了分离，这才造成了不同角度下蓝紫变换的视觉呈现。很多昂贵的跑车就是用这样的一个复杂的工艺，呈现出了与众不同的绝佳气质。除了色彩之外，手机后壳的赛道双条纹可以说是点睛之笔了，我非常喜欢。在如此特别的后壳上刷上2条双条纹，其实它并没有这么的简单。为了让这个双条纹和背后的 AG 玻璃完美的融合，我们的结构工程师使用了科氏印刷的5重纳米级的油墨转移工艺。为了呈现出极致的白色条纹的效果，我们反复的去调试 UV 油墨厚度和固化能量，最终呈现出了绝佳平衡的白色条纹。如此特别的蓝紫色调，加上象征速度的双条纹的设计，让 GT Neo 3的外观兼具了绝佳的潮流感与速度感。那么接下来，让我们通过一段视频，再来了解一下这一款全新的配色——勒芒。
在人类追逐速度的故事里，有一条传奇的赛道——勒芒。那些不相信极限的人，用不可思议的速度，不断改写历史，成为赛道传奇。今天，在这我 GT Neo 3上，我们将赛道双条纹化身为性能的图腾，让速度被看见，再一次挑战性能的极限，再一次突破技术的上限。真我 GT Neo 3再一次改写速度。
真的非常具有辨识度的潮流设计，我非常喜欢。当然，我们这一次除了勒芒之外，还带来了另外一款同样拥有赛道双条纹的配色，它的名字叫做银石。银石的配色的灵感来源呢，就是来自于世界上第一场 F1 赛事的举办场地银石赛道。大家都知道 ，Realme 一直都很偏执于去调试出惊艳的白色手机。尽管白色是目前大家公认最难调试的色彩，没有之一。银石采用了最为经典的黑白配色，我们在极致纯净的白色上贯穿了非常利落的黑色双条纹，两种最原始的色彩碰撞出了持久耐看的经典配色。我个人是非常喜欢银石配色的，你们喜欢哪一款？可以把答案敲在公屏上。这一次我们带来了非常大胆又新潮的配色——勒芒与银石，首次将独属于速度的符号与图腾融入到了手机的设计当中。可以说，在潮流设计方面，你永远可以相信 Realme。我们这一次呢，还带来了另外一款颜色——狂飙黑。这是一款非常酷的配色，希望大家喜欢。 勒芒、萤石、狂飙黑这3款配色组成了 Neo 3全新的速度语言。我希望当你们将赛道握在手中的时候，可以唤起自己心中的热爱，追逐梦想，不断越级。好的，那么接下来让我们共同来回顾一下 Neo 3的全新设计。我们全系搭载了缎面 A 级玻璃，并且在勒芒、萤石这2款配色中，将赛道双条纹完美的融入其中。全新的蓝紫变色的涂装，让勒芒变成了可能是2022年最独特和大胆的一款设计。聊完设计，接下来我们再来聊一聊 Neo 3的强悍性能。想要打造一款潮玩电竞旗舰，那足够强悍的硬件一定是必不可少的。Neo 3率先搭载了天玑8100旗舰处理器，这颗芯片基于台积电的5纳米制程工艺所打造的。台积电5纳米的工艺有多强？比如大家都非常熟悉的 Apple 最新的 A15 芯片，对吧？就是同款的制程工艺。也正是因为如此啊，在刚刚发布这款芯片的时候，它就被很多网友们誉为年度电竞神优。它究竟有多神？我们接着往下看。全新设计的天玑8100，得益于5纳米的制程优势，拥有4个 A78 大核，并且主频都能够拉满到2.85 赫兹。在 GPU 方面，天玑8100也采用了 Mali 最新的 G610， 其性能呢相比于 Neo 2有了大幅度的提升。我们来看一下这颗芯片的实际表现。可以看出啊 ，Neo 3搭载的天玑8100相比较于上一代的 Neo 2，多核性能提升了32%，图形性能提升了16%。这也就意味着它的性能更强，在游戏场景下，无论是帧率还是画面，都再上了一个台阶。这也难怪，从天玑8100发布开始，就备受了媒体和业内人士们的关注，甚至有很多的权威媒体将8100评为2022年最大黑马。当然，除了芯片之外，为了将体验感拉满，我们还为 Neo 3带来了满血版的 LPDDR5 和 UFS 3.1的内存组合，频率高达6400兆赫兹的满血版的 LPDDR5 可以为我们带来更好的性能体验和更低的功耗。天玑8100芯片、满血版的 LPDDR5 和 UFS 3.1组成了 Neo 3的性能铁三角，为 Neo 3的电竞体验提供了绝佳的性能支持。不过，好的硬件是否就能够等于好的游戏体验呢？当然不是。硬件是游戏体验的基石，但它只能决定下限，而无法决定上限。所以我们知道，只有以电竞标准去打造这款手机，才能够打造出一款真正的电竞旗舰。我认为，决定我们游戏体验的上限有4个点最为关键：一、持久高帧的画面表现；二、强劲的散热功能；三、精准绝佳的操控体验；四、极其优秀的网络稳定性。所以呢，我们对 Neo 3的电竞体验围绕以上的4点做了非常重要的升级。首先，我们来看一下 Realme 是如何解决高帧游戏的稳定问题的。现在，智能手机已经进入到了双芯时代，用专门的技术去解决专门的问题，这是让手机体验更加极致的不二法门。那么，为什么不能为了游戏而专门打造一颗芯片呢？所以，我们不惜成本，专门为 Neo 3搭载了一颗全新的独显芯片。这也是 Realme 的首款双芯旗舰。通过它，我们可以为玩家们提供极具沉浸感的高帧游戏体验。通过这一颗独显芯片，我们可以做到2个体验上的巨大飞跃。第一，可以让玩家们突破帧率的桎梏，抢先体验游戏的高帧模式。第二，在高帧游戏的同时，它可以拥有更加稳定、持久的游戏表现。拿一款最近非常火的知名开放世界游戏举例，这一款游戏原本在安卓上只能支持60帧的运行，通过我们这一颗独显芯片加持之后，在 Neo 3上，它可以实现高达90帧的高帧游戏体验，并且在你玩了60分钟之后，依旧可以保持满帧。在过去的几个月的时间里面，我们的研发团队为了尽可能的满足更多玩家的需求夜以继日的进行调试，最终我们做到了 Neo 3的独显芯片支持高达20多款主流游戏的高帧体验。 这个支持游戏的数量啊，在行业内应该也是最高的。可以看到啊，放大了一个，对吧？你们和我最喜欢的《王者荣耀》当然也在里面。当然，对于本身就已经支持120帧的游戏来说，独显120帧似乎显得没有必要。当然不是。以《王者荣耀》为例，同样是在120帧进行的游戏，在画面表现完全一致的情况下，独显芯片带来的120帧功耗表现比原生120帧要更加的优秀，它的平均功耗降低了足足22%。相信大家之前在玩高帧游戏的时候，其实都遇到过这样的情况啊。你刚开始玩的时候好好的，对吧？那玩的时间久了，帧率就开始不稳定，甚至开始直线下降。我们为了解决这样的一个问题，还带来了全新的智能帧率补偿技术。可以看到，当帧率不稳定的时候，Neo 3的独显芯片就会进行智能的接入，切换为独显的120帧，让我们可以毫无感知的进行高帧率的王者荣耀。可以说，独显芯片用硬件为玩家们带来了稳定高帧的体验，可以说无独显不电竞。而在软件上，我们也下了非常大的功夫。这一次 ，Neo 3搭载了 Realme 最新的 GT 模式 3.0， 并且带来了首发的电竞级的高帧优化技术。游戏的场景当然不可能是一成不变的，对吧？有一些复杂的场景会造成更高的负载，甚至是游戏帧率的变低。Neo 3的电竞级的高帧优化技术就可以将这些高负载的画面分工给更多的核心来完成。一个人的活交给2个人来干，当然效率更高。通过这样的优化，游戏的帧率更加的稳定，而功耗也更加的低了。讲到这里呢，哎呀，我都迫不及待想要去开一把 QQ 飞车啊，感受一下这种丝滑的游戏体验，是吧 ？GT 模式呢，对于底层的优化还有非常多，比如大家已经非常熟悉的AI 的稳帧技术GPU 的异构渲染技术等等在这里我就不一一列举了啊。那么等你们拿到手机自己体验一把，就能够知道一键 GT 一键超神的真正奥义了。所以这一次呢，我们的 GT 模式与独显芯片一起，通过软硬件结合的方式，真正的打造出了行业领先的电竞级的高帧体验。能效比出色的天玑8100，加上专为高帧游戏而生的独立显示芯片，这样独此一家的双芯旗舰组合，可以说是双剑合璧，难逢对手，让真我 GT Neo 3成为年度的电竞神器。在解决了高帧的问题之后，我们再来看看第二个问题，就是散热问题。其实以往只有专门的游戏手机可能才会在散热方面去堆料但是我们并不这么认为。散热对于游戏的体验是非常重要的，在这个方面怎么堆料也不过分。甚至我们这一次不惜成本的进行了超大杯的堆料，带来了饱和式的散热体验。基于此，这一次 Neo 3搭载了更进一步的金刚石冰芯散热系统 Max。顾名思义这一次 Neo 3的散热面积可以说是史无前例的大将近4万平方毫米，大的超乎想象，可以说再一次刷新了散热的天花板。而大家也同样关心的 VC 散热板，我们也做到了4129平方毫米，毫不夸张地说，这是同级最大的钢化 VC 液冷散热。同时，我们有高达9层的散热结构，几乎覆盖了 Neo 3当中100%的热源，能够做到25%的传热效率提升和19摄氏度的核心温度峰值降低。这样的金刚石冰芯散热系统 Max， 再加上我们的双芯联动，给你的游戏体验会带来怎样的变化呢？给大家看一下。连续玩3局的王者荣耀，我们可以看到，在保证真我 GT Neo 3稳定120帧体验的同时，发热控制得非常不错，整机的平均温度只有40.4度只有一点点温热的感觉。天玑8100加上金刚石冰芯散热系统 Max 这样的组合，可能是市面上玩游戏温度最低的手机了。我们也希望挑战行业最冷旗舰，让你们在今后的冬天都没有办法再拿手机来当暖手宝了。接下来我们来讲一讲游戏体验最重要的第3点，就是精准的操控体验。所以这个时候，一块好的屏幕就至关重要了。我们上一次在 GT2 Pro 当中搭载了一块非常棒的直屏，发布之后，很多人都跟我说，这一块直屏的体验真的是太好了。而这一次，我们为你们打造了一块全新一代的电竞直屏。这块屏幕在成本、工艺、 显示和操控方面都进行了全方位的升级。相信现在玩家们在选择一款手机的时候，甚至都不会去看这款手机的性能怎么样，而是首先关心的是屏幕到底是不是柔性直屏。Neo 3这一次搭载了一块全新升级的6.7英寸120赫兹类钻牌柔性直屏。不仅如此，这块屏幕还拥有着全新一代的 COP 工艺。得益于此 ，Neo 3的左右边框能够窄至1.48毫米。而它的下巴则窄至2.37毫米。同样的，这也是迄今为止 realme 边框和下巴最窄的手机。这样的极窄边框，让你在拿起 Neo 3玩的时候啊，有一种正面全是屏的震撼观感。说回到屏幕本身的素质呢，这块每一片都经过了严格校准的柔性直屏，可以达到10.7亿色的原彩显示，效果惊艳逼真，为你开启一扇游戏的新大门。除此之外呢，在玩游戏的时候，可能有一些朋友们会遇到屏幕拖影的情况，对吧？它不仅仅影响画面的观感，还让操控显得不跟手啊，让你错失游戏的机会。所以这一块屏幕，我们还进行了拖影的专项调教，大大加强了操作的跟手性，并且通过了低拖影的认证。相信看过我们 GT2系列发布会的同学们，应该都对我们1000赫兹的电竞操控引擎印象非常深刻。这一次，为了带给玩家们更加极致的操控体验，我们也将这个功能首次带入到了 Neo 3当中。打开这个功能，高达1000赫兹的极速触控体验，可以让你在玩王者荣耀的时候，比别人更快地放出技能；而在玩 QQ 飞车的时候，可以比别人拥有更快的起跑速度；在玩吃鸡等等 FPS 的游戏当中呢，也可以让你更快地开镜，做什么都能够先人一步。在这里还有另外一个非常有意思的小功能要分享给大家，就是我们这一次搭载了一颗 X 轴线性马达，它可以根据游戏场景去增加震动效果，为我们带来高品质的4D 游戏震感。也就是说，在玩游戏的时候，打开这个4D 游戏震感，每一次击败敌人都可以有一种独特的震动效果。以前玩游戏的时候，其实你赢了就是精神上很开心，对吧？我亲身体验来告诉大家啊，当你打开了这个4D 游戏震感之后，每一次击杀成功都会给你带来一次充满成就感的震动反馈啊，这种爽感真的是用了才知道。当然，作为一款旗舰手机，屏下指纹是一定不能妥协的。Neo 3还内置了屏下指纹，相比较于普通的屏幕指纹技术 ，Neo 3的解锁速度明显提升，而且环境的适应性也更加高了。让我们再来回顾一下真我 GT Neo 3的屏幕，这块专门为游戏打造的游戏直屏啊，拥有1000赫兹的电竞操控引擎，拥有 realme 迄今为止最窄的边框和下巴，具备10.7亿色的旗舰原彩显示以及低拖影认证等等，这些配置都能够保障我们在游戏时拥有更好的操控体验。那么接下来我们再来聊聊关键的第4点。就是网络，其实很难想象啊，都已经2022年了，对吧？网络问题依旧是困扰着广大的游戏玩家们。相信，这个数字大家应该都非常熟悉了，对吧？460啊，噩梦一般的460。不仅仅我们玩家很痛恨这个数字啊，其实我们前不久跟王者荣耀的开发团队在沟通的时候，连他们也认为网络问题啊是现在最困扰玩家的问题，没有之一。当然，我们也很早的就意识到了这样的一个问题，所以从 GT2 Pro 开始，我们就已经开始了对天线和网络技术的发力，带来了非常多的天线技术的首发。天线技术其实从某种意义上来说，你可以认为它是一种吃力不太讨好的一个事情。为什么呢？它其实不仅仅是技术的问题啊，还有成本的问题。因为这个成本的增加，它可能不像你换一块更好的屏幕，或者是换一块更大的电池，这么能够有一个明显的参数的感知，所以很多的品牌都不愿意做这样的事情。但是这一次，为了带来全方位的电竞体验，我还特地的跟我们产品经理说 ，Neo 3在天线这一块千万不要不舍得花钱。所以 GT Neo 3这一次用上了一些我们在旗舰的 GT2 Pro 上才能够拥有的豪华的天线配置。甚至我们还用上了 realme 前所未有的一些新鲜科技，比如说 GT2 Pro 我们同款的天线自由切换技术。为了让我们横握手机玩游戏的时候拥有更加稳定的信号 ，Neo 3当中我们搭载了11根的天线，并且可以4个方向自由的切换天线。这样一来， 我们在玩游戏的时候，你的手机信号就不会被手挡住了啊，不会去影响你的游戏延迟。那再聊聊另外一个场景，我不知道大家有没有过在学校或者商场这种人非常多的地方玩过游戏啊？你的信号明明是满格，对吧？但是网络延迟却总是居高不下。这是因为我们的手机通常都会选择距离最近的基站来传输信号，而在人数非常多的场景下，所有人都在拥堵在同一个基站当中，这个时候就会造成网络的延迟了。而 Neo 3当中搭载了全新的智能基站切换技术，你可以在这样的一个场景当中，智能的切换掉到相对远一点的这样的一个通畅的基站里去。有了这样一个功能有可能你在宿舍开黑的时候，变成了网速最好的那一个人。现在大家有时候也都会去戴蓝牙耳机去打游戏，对吧？那么很多时候可能我们在吐槽，哎呀，这个蓝牙耳机怎么延迟这么高呢？体验不如有线耳机这么爽，对吧？有的时候可能这个时候你是真的去冤枉了这个蓝牙耳机了普通手机的 WiFi 和蓝牙其实是共用天线的，某种意义上来说，它们是存在相互竞争和干扰的情况。Neo 3为了解决这样一个问题，带来了全球首发的蓝牙 WiFi 智能协同技术，它可以从根本上去解决掉蓝牙 WiFi 共用时候相互抢天线资源的情况，从而极大程度的提高了我们在戴着蓝牙耳机时候打游戏时候的体验。它可以降低游戏的延迟高达60%。除此之外呢，我们还带来了低延时的双卡并行技术和低延时下载的优化技术。很多朋友可能不知道，当你手机插双卡的时候，是有可能会造成游戏延迟的。一边玩游戏一边下载，更不用说也会造成手机的延迟。针对于这样两个场景，我们也进行了多方位的优化，游戏的延迟呢分别降低了50%。以上就是我们 GT Neo 3全部的游戏功能了。为了成功的打造这一款潮玩电竞旗舰，我们以天玑8100的旗舰处理器作为基石，搭配了专门为游戏而生的独显芯片，配备了全新的金刚石冰芯散热系统 Max， 还有这一块超强的电竞级的直屏，以及让网络更加稳定的电竞级的天线系统。再加上我们的王炸 GT 模式 3.0， 这些软件和硬件的结合，都是为了让每一位使用 Neo 3的玩家拥有更加极致的电竞体验。当然了，这款打游戏很强的手机，不止你们喜欢，杨幂也很喜欢。让我们看看杨幂拿着 Neo 3是怎么上王者的。
真我 GT Neo 3潮玩电竞旗舰，再一次改写速度。
刚才我说 Realme 将成为2022年王者荣耀全国大赛的首席合作伙伴，这里还有一个惊喜要带给大家，真我 GT Neo 3的游戏性能也通过了王者荣耀全国大赛的赛事标准，成为了王者荣耀全国大赛的赛事指定用机。同时，我们还将举办 Realme 自己的赛事真我杯。作为第5届王者荣耀全国大赛的合作赛道，真我杯将于3月28日0点正式启动报名。4月份，我们将开启全国1000场的海选赛，最终成为真我杯总决赛冠军的战队将获得价值100万的奖励，更有机会冲进王者荣耀全国大赛的决赛，站上王者荣耀全国大赛的巅峰。欢迎跟我一样非常喜欢这个游戏的朋友们踊跃参与，希望每一个拥有电竞梦的人都可以在真我杯实现自己的梦想。相信大家在听我讲了这么多之后，对真我 GT Neo 3的电竞实力都有了非常清晰的了解。真我 GT Neo 3不仅仅拥有极致的电竞性能，更是一款不妥协的全能旗舰。接下来给大家带来是这一次 Neo 3呼声最高，也是关注度最高的一个新技术，全球首发的150瓦光速秒充技术。这使得 GT Neo 3成为了可能是迄今为止全球充电速度最快的手机。其实讲到充电Realme 从成立开始就一直是充电领域的普及者和引领者。从最早的20瓦快充开始， 一直到30瓦、50瓦、65瓦，再到今天的全球首发的150瓦。realme 始终坚定不移的要把最好的充电技术带给我们的消费者。前几天呢，我们在预热150瓦光速秒充的时候，其实就有一个非手机行业的朋友在问我：哇，你们现在太卷了啊！我还在用20瓦充电的手机，你们就直接干到150瓦了。对，就是这么卷。但是我觉得充电这一块啊，无论怎么卷都不过分，因为大家其实也有切身的感受，在当下生活节奏越来越快的时候，其实大家留给充电的时间其实也会越来越少啊。充电速度的加快，也意味着你能够更快的去解放你的电量焦虑啊，不费吹灰之力啊，就可以获得满血的续航了。所以 realme 就是要做闪充技术的卷王，不仅仅是这款产品，在后续的所有的产品上面，我们都将发力闪充技术。不仅要做闪充技术的领领者，更要带动行业一起卷起来。只有这样，才能让我们的用户真正的享受科技带来的美好体验。说了这么多，是不是还没有说到150瓦的光速秒充到底有多快？我们来看一下 Neo 3充至50%的电量仅仅需要5分钟，而充满100%的电量也仅仅需要不到1刻钟，就是这么快。5分钟充50%的电，这是一个什么概念呢？在这里我也找到了一些平常可能大家生活里经常会碰到的场景啊，给大家描述一下啊。比如说你的朋友喊你开黑，这个时候你的手机刚好快没电了，这个时候你说等我5分钟啊，就可以把手机快速的充到1半的电量啊，应该就够你玩1个下午了。再比如说你课间休息的时候啊，起床洗漱的时候，可能你从来没有想象过这些碎片化的时间可能会成为你能够快速进行充电回血的利用的碎片化的时间。再比如你可能手机叫了一个网约车，这个时候发现手机快没电了，对吧？在等待网约车来接你的这个时间，也足够你充回1半的电量了。这样的场景我还可以想到很多很多，这是一个非常非常有意思的变化。那之前其实咱们给手机充电的时候，感觉那是一件非常有仪式感的事情，对吧？例如说你得找一个比较长的时间来慢慢给手机充电，每天晚上睡觉前也必须给自己充电，真的就变成了一件随手而且没有负担的事情。因为我知道有很多的时候只需要5分钟就可以搞定手机的充电问题了。我强烈的建议大家都来体验一下150瓦光速秒充的感觉，相信我，只需要5分钟就能够刷新你对手机充电的认知和体验。这就是 Neo 3 150瓦光速秒充的神奇魅力。搭载50瓦光速秒充的 Neo 3，可能会是你用过充电最快的手机。150瓦光速秒充的速度的确会让大家觉得很上头，是吧？不过呢，有很多人可能还有一点点的疑虑：150瓦光速秒充这么快，到底安不安全呢？同时，这么大的充电功率会不会影响电池的寿命呢？我们今天把这个话题拿出来好好聊一聊。为此呢，我们专门定制了一颗闪充芯片。这颗芯片除了能够让 Neo 3的电池充电转化率更高之外，它还可以有效地降低充电过程当中所产生的发热问题。同时，在充电电路之外我们还增加了独立 MCU 充电安全芯片，为你的安全保驾护航。除了芯片之外，我们还拥有着高达38重的安全防护，以及双 FPC 连接等等全方位的安全措施，真正的做到了从充电器、数据线、手机充电接口充电电路到电池电芯的全方位的安全保障。也正是因为 GT Neo 3有如此多的安全保证，所以我们也成为了首款通过德国莱茵安全快充认证的150瓦手机。除了安全问题之外，我相信很多朋友们也同样会担心，高功率的充电是不是会对电池的循环次数造成影响呢？放心，这一点我们早就考虑到了。Neo 3会带来更耐用的高密度电池。行业里对于电池的寿命有着衡量标准的目前呢，100瓦旗舰机普遍采用的标准是这样的，800次的循环。而 GT Neo 3采用的这块电池，则可以做到1600次循环，做到了行业的2倍。假如你每天都完整的充放电1次的话，那么我们这块电池可以保证4年都不会蓄电。长远来看 ，Neo 3能够大大的减少电池的有效容量的下降， 保证长期使用之后手机的续航能力。哦，对了，这一次的充电器啊，我真的也很值得跟大家去好好说道说道。首先，为了让大家出门带着更加轻松，这一次我们的充电器变得更加的小巧了，也更加的轻薄了啊！它的重量仅仅只有172克。不仅如此，如此大功率的充电器，我们还支持了多种的充电协议。这意味着什么？这意味着在你出门的时候，你只需要带上一个适配器，就可以为你的手机、笔记本电脑等等其他的设备去做充电了。如此多的升级，加上150瓦的闪充技术，这使得这个充电器的造价的确比之前都要昂贵得多。这么好的秒充适配器，哎，是不是要单独加价适配呢？不要紧张，150瓦的秒充适配器，即使它的成本高昂，我们依然作为标配给到购买这一台150瓦的 GT Neo 3的朋友们。接下来，让我们通过一段视频，再来一起回顾一下 Neo 3革命性的150瓦光速秒充。150瓦的光速秒充，可以说是一个能够打开你世界新大门的全新充电方案。5分钟充至50%的电量，在快的同时，我们还拥有多重的安全防护，并且拿到了德国莱茵安全快充的认证。电池也更加的经久耐用了，我们支持高达1600次的完整的充放电的循环。可以说，150瓦光速秒充是目前为止绝对独一份的超强充电系统。其实呢，我们之所以要在 Neo 3上搭载150瓦的光速秒充，归根结底还是想解决大家手机的终极难题，那就是续航问题。其实解决续航问题的思路有2个，第一就是带来更高功率的充电方案，就像是150瓦光速秒充一样。第二个呢，就是带来更大容量的电池，让单次续航的时间变长。这2种思路没有对错，但却都因为手机内部非常宝贵的空间而变得难以共存。而且有人喜欢高功率的充电，有人喜欢大电池啊，口味啊也是难以统一。不过小孩子才做选择，成年人2个都要。这一次我们为 Neo 3带来了150瓦加上4500毫安时和80瓦加上5000毫安时的2种解决方案，满足你们所有的喜好。讲完了闪充和续航，那么接下来聊一个跟它们息息相关的话题——手感。这也是经常会被大家忽视的内容。对于像我这样手机不离手的人来说啊，手感真的非常重要。所以每一次在准备新品的时候，我都会特别关注一下我们这个产品是不是给大家带来了足够优秀的轻薄手感了。今年到现在，行业一直都非常热闹，新品也发了非常多。其中我就关注到有一个非常有意思的现象，就是很多刚发布的新品，实际的重量已经超过了200克，似乎手机又开始变得越来越重了。据说90%的人玩手机的时候都是用你的小拇指托着的啊，不知道大家有没有这样的感受啊？当然我有一个很强烈的预感，就是今年很多的新品可能大家的小拇指就要遭罪了，是吧？到底是什么原因让你的手机重量又重回了200克呢？答案就是手机的进步实在是太快了。100瓦快充，更大容量的电池，更大面积的散热材料，更加复杂的5G 天线，甚至是更好的机身材质，这些都无一例外的给到了手机结构堆叠非常大的压力。我们在设计 GT Neo 3的时候也碰到了一样的行业难题，首发150瓦光速秒充，同时我们还给大家带来了一个5000毫安时的大电池的版本， 散热也堆到了非常顶，5G 天线遍布了机身的四周，同时我们还给大家带来了 AG 的玻璃以及更大面积的 X 轴马达，我感觉我们的结构工程师这段时间过得非常非常痛苦，对吧？当然，这些付出最后都是非常值得的，因为通过对于内部结构的重点优化，我们将真我 GT Neo 3的重量和厚度控制到了极致，188克和8.2毫米。而更惊喜的是，无论150瓦的版本还是5000毫安时的版本，它们两个的手感都是一样的轻薄。聊完了手感，下面我们再来聊一聊影像。真我 GT Neo 3不仅游戏打得好，在影像方面，我们也同样具备着越级的实力。我们发现最近行业又出了一个影像新宠那就是 IMX766。它不仅被各品牌的高端旗舰产品广泛的应用，同时也受到了消费者们的喜爱和好评。可以说，这是当下性能和调教都非常优秀的一颗旗舰传感器。它的画质足够出色，同时对焦速度也非常的快，大大的提高了我们的拍摄体验。这一次，我们为 GT Neo 3带来了行业中一般只有3500元以上价位段才会拥有的旗舰级的主摄索尼 IMX766， 同时我们还搭载了光学防抖。这颗主摄成熟且强悍。那么可以来看一下我们用 Neo 3所拍摄的样片。这些照片都是我们在日常生活当中抓拍到的，无论是运动中的滑板少年，还是人们在聊天的时候不经意的一个 pose，IMX766 可以说是这个价位段王者般的存在。同时呢，我们也带来了全新的影像算法升级夜损 AI 引擎。升级的影像算法让 GT Neo 3对焦速度提升了94%，成像的速度提升了62%的同时，也让夜景的画质迎来了质变。我们来看一下 GT Neo 3拍摄出来的夜景照片。其实大家能够看到过去可能你不太敢用手机去拍摄霓虹灯再加上人物的照片。这是因为手机的高光压制比较差，拍出来的照片要么是人没法看，要么是灯没法看。但是得益于我们的全新的夜损 AI 引擎 ，GT Neo 3在夜晚拍摄出来的场景，高光压制堪称完美，并且超级快的对焦和成像速度，还可以捕捉到夜晚快速移动的物体。这颗摄像头的强悍之处还有非常多，我就不一一列举了，大家拿到手机之后可以好好的体验一下。最后，简单的来回顾一下我们 Neo 3的影像实力。Neo 3拥有索尼 IMX766 的旗舰级的主摄，并且还具备 OIS 加上 ERS 的双重防抖。全新升级的夜损 AI 引擎让 GT Neo 3拥有着出类拔萃的夜景成像能力，不仅拍得更快，照片也更加好看了。以上就是这一次给大家带来的潮玩电竞旗舰真我 GT Neo 3。我们为真我 GT Neo 3搭载了更加潮流赛道的双条纹的设计，同时还有行业首个天玑8001旗舰芯片加上独显芯片，打造了极致的电竞级的体验。当然，最重要的是，我们还全球首发了150瓦的光速秒充系统，改变了你的充电习惯。希望大家喜欢。聊完了真我 GT Neo 3之后哇，接下来让我们来小小的放松一下，是吧？给大家插播一条小惊喜。现在你们用微信搜索真我 GT Neo 3，进入到官方商城的小程序参与抽奖。从现在开始到今晚的24点现在开始到今晚的24点，我们将会送出30台的真我 GT Neo 3顶配版。大家赶紧去行动啊！最后呢，在揭晓价格之前，我们还有一个 GT Neo 3的 CP 要带给大家。让我们欢迎梦圆给大家介绍今天的另外一个新品，有请梦圆。
好的，谢谢启子。Hello， 大家好，我是 Realme IoT 的辅导员。是的，我今天来呢，就是为了给大家带来一款真我 GT Neo 3的 CP， 同样采用赛道双条纹设计的真我 Buds Air 3。那在产品设计之初，我们就在想，市场上缺蓝牙耳机吗？大家的选择可以很多。那 Realme 应该给我们的粉丝带来一款什么样的耳机呢？我们发现， 选择 realme 品牌的用户都是一群有着极高审美的同学，所以我在听说了 Neo 3的设计灵感之后啊，我也十分心动，所以就在想，为何不让耳机用户也可以同样感受到这个设计的美好呢？于是就有了你们现在看到的这个全新 CP 组合。那如果你认为耳机和手机采用同样的配色方案是一种偷懒，那你可就错了。为了让 Air 3呈现出与手机一致的独特设计，在耳机上需要更加独特的工艺来实现。那我们采用了行业领先的漆涂漆烤工艺。那这个工艺啊，可以将 Air 3的外观做出与手机媲美的质感，比如这个光亮的金属质感啊，它都是通过这个独特的镀膜工艺来实现的。最后，我们再通过 UV 的喷涂，再将代表速度的赛道双条纹设计完美的重现在耳机上，最终让 Air 3的外观具有十足的冲击力，充满速度感。另外，在顶部的耳机舱，我们使用了全新的云顶设计，不仅让 Air 3多了一层通透的质感，而且让整个耳机一下就高级了。那除了勒芒这一款颜色之外，我们还带来了经典的流光白、星夜蓝两款颜色，可以满足不同个性的伙伴。那如果说颜值是吸引你们的基础，那么作为一款旗舰耳机，优秀的降噪能力是必不可少的。因为我们知道啊，在现代生活当中，大家的压力都非常大。那么如果一副好的降噪耳机，不仅可以让你有完全沉浸的体验，还可以缓解压力。所以这1-2年啊 ，realme 就一直在思考，旗舰降噪耳机究竟应该怎么做，才能给你们最沉浸、最舒适的体验。于是我们自研了深海降噪系统，并且带来了行业领先的5重降噪技术。第一，我们采用了 ANC 混合降噪技术，提供了核心的降噪能力。第二，搭载了定制的 R3 芯片，提供了强大的性能支持。第三，我们还有行业领先的智能风噪降噪技术，可以有效消除户外的风噪。第四，配合 ENC 环境降噪算法，大幅降低了各个场景下的环境噪音。最后，我们还根据人体工学，打造了体验良好的物理降噪耳塞，保证我们长时间佩戴也很舒适。那在5重降噪技术的加持下，共同构建了全新的深海降噪体验，让 Air 3的降噪深度达到了42 dB。那我们来看一下它的实际表现。其实我们日常生活中所接触的噪声都是非常复杂的，但可以简单分为低频、中频和高频噪音。大家可以看下这个降噪曲线啊，曲线越低，代表降噪效果越好。而低频和高频的降噪效果中 ，Air 3它是可以比肩2000元的降噪耳机标杆。我们再看以人声为主的中频噪声中 ，Air 3的降噪能力更加强悍，可以最高降噪42 dB。那为了验证 Air 3的降噪实力，我们也邀请了德国莱茵团队，对这款耳机进行了高达25项的全方位测试。最终，真我 BUZ Air 3成为了全球首款获得莱茵高性能降噪认证的耳机。那刚才我们也看到了真我 BUZ Air 3的超高颜值和行业顶级的降噪体验。那么下面我们就来聊聊 Air 3的金耳音质表现。好的音质离不开好的发声单元。Air 3使用了10毫米的超大动圈单元，让音乐更加富有弹性。在这里值得一提的是 ，Air 3还通过了权威的中国电子音响行业协会的多重测试，获得了金耳朵产品认证。那金耳朵也是国内最权威的音频产品认证机构。那可以说，在音质方面 ，Air 3也绝对会给你们带来非常大的惊喜。不仅如此啊 ，Air 3在续航方面也非常优秀。Air 3可以带来30小时的综合续航表现，耳机也可以单次使用长达7小时。我们还搭载了全新的快充技术，充电10分钟，听歌100分钟，保证帮你摆脱电量焦虑。另外啊， 现在天气也慢慢热了起来，为了让大家在跑步、运动的时候能够放心的使用 Air 3，我们还做到了 IPX5 的防水等级。最后，我们再来看看低延迟。既然 Neo 3的游戏能力这么强大，那我们 Air 3当然也得跟上。前段时间在社区做了一个调研啊，发现除了听音乐、玩游戏，就是大家使用蓝牙耳机的第2大场景。那为了让大家在玩游戏的时候啊，也能保持音画同步 ，Air 3做到了手机端和耳机端的全链路低延迟，低至88毫秒，真正做到了超低延迟。那最后我们再来简单回顾一下 Realme 首款旗舰降噪耳机真我 Buds Air 3的综合实力。降噪上 ，Air 3支持42 dB 主动降噪，并且获得了全球首款莱茵高性能降噪认证。音质上，我们拥有 CGEC 认证的金耳音质，同时还有30小时的超长续航、智能触控、通透模式等多种优质体验。当然，它还有和 GT Neo 3同款的赛道双条纹设计。那接下来，我们通过一段视频来看看真我 Buds Air 3带来的沉浸体验。
降噪模式。
好，是不是很心动？那么这款耳机它的售价会是多少呢？让我们来看一下市面上40 dB 以上的旗舰降噪耳机它的售价是多少。我们可以看到，行业普遍售价都在500元以上，而 Air 3的售价会是多少呢？这一次我们带来了一个月级的价格，399元，而首销限时优惠仅为349元。今天下午3点半啊 ，Air 3就将开始预售。3月30日的0点呢 ，Air 3也将在线上各官方渠道和线下授权专卖店正式开售。首销购买还可以享受到3期免息的服务。那除此之外呢，我们首销还有非常多的专属福利，就等你来解锁。这次优惠真的非常多啊！现在马上就要到了预售时间，那么被种草的同学赶紧去下单吧。那听完耳机的价格，我相信你们已经迫不及待想要了解手机的价格了。那让我们欢迎起子为大家带来你们最期待的真我 GT Neo 3的价格。好，欢迎起子。
OK， 非常感谢梦圆的精彩讲解。真我 Buds Air 3的价格是不是非常香？不过接下来我们还有更大的惊喜。那么在正式公布价格之前，让我们先通过一段视频，简单的再来回顾一下真我 GT Neo 3。这次在真我 GT Neo 3上，我们不仅是参数升级，更是体验的全面升级。为了打造极致的电竞性能，我们搭载了天玑8100电竞神游的同时，还加上了一颗专门为电竞而生的独显芯片。这样的双星联动，让 Neo 3的电竞体验达到了整个 GT Neo 系列的巅峰。其次，我们全球首发了150瓦光速秒充。 将智能手机的充电体验提高到了全新的高度。而在影像方面，我们也将过去的旗舰机专属的 IMX766的旗舰主摄带给了你们，至于光学防抖，那更是不在话下。最后，搭载了如此多的新技术、强悍硬件的同时，我们还将手机的手感做到了极致。8.2毫米加上188克的轻薄手感，在主打电竞和性能的手机里独此一家。当然，赛道双条纹的设计看起来也非常的大胆新潮，不负 realme 之名。我们再来看看跟行业同样搭载天玑8100的产品相比，真我 GT Neo 3到底表现如何？可以看到，真我 GT Neo 3在游戏体验、充电速度、拍照体验以及手感上都有着更加出色的表现。如果你想拥有一台综合体验更强、手感更加轻薄、游戏体验更棒的主力旗舰，我相信真我 GT Neo 3一定会是你的不二之选。那么，经过旗舰升杯、定位升级的全新真我 GT Neo 3，起售价又是多少呢？话不多说，天玑8100电竞旗舰，我们决定一步到位，1999元起。坦白讲，1999元这个定价，我们的确是抱着巨大的成本压力的，希望大家满意。那么，我们就来看一看1999元到底为大家带来了怎样的极致体验。1999元起，你将获得 realme 首款的双芯旗舰，感受8100和独显芯片所带来的极致电竞体验。1999元起，你可以获得全球领先的闪充体验，轻松地解决你的电量焦虑。1999元起，你可以拥有行业里最新潮的外观设计，把速度握在手里。1999元起，你可以享受到3500元以上旗舰产品才能够拥有的拍照体验。真我 GT Neo 3还有另外2个内存版本，8+128的版本，它的售价为2299元；8+256的版本，它的售价为2599元。这个价格香吗？别急着弹幕刷真香，为了让所有的朋友们用得更爽，我们决定8+256的版本再次升杯，直接为大家升级为12+256的超大内存组合，价格不变。那么接下来我们再来看一下真我 GT Neo 3 150瓦光速秒充版本的售价。我们为大家带来了2个版本，分别是8+256和12+256的版本。8+256的版本，它的售价为2699元；12+256的版本，它的售价为2899元。这个定价真的已经非常极致了，但是我们也真的是希望有更多的用户能够体验到全球首发的150瓦光速秒充，所以我们又做了一个艰难的决定，让3月份的手机市场变得再热闹一些。Neo 3 150瓦光速秒充版，我们首销将限时直降100元，8+256售价为2599元，12+256售价为2799元。用最极致的体验打造最具惊喜感的产品，真我 GT Neo 3 2022年旗舰射门员王者归来。真我 GT Neo 3将会在今天16点开启预售，同时前3000名付款的朋友们，我们还将会免费赠送给大家我们专门定制的潮玩手机壳。3月30日的0点 ，GT Neo 3将会在线上各官方渠道和线下授权专卖店正式开售。参与预售和首销，还能够享受6期的分期免息和1年的碎屏保，1年2个 T 的云空间和价值1000元的游戏大礼包。接下来我们还有2个小惊喜要带给你们。刚才其实我已经提到了，专门定制的手机壳，相信你们也很好奇长什么样子。在这里，我单独加了一页内容来给大家展示，请看。我们之前一直都没有做过手机壳，但是我看到很多的真粉朋友们都在给我私信说特别想要，一个属于 realme 的潮玩的手机壳。所以这一次我们给大家带来了4款非常特别的设计，这也是我们第一次与粉丝朋友们共同创作出来的手机壳。 前段时间，应该很多在社区的真粉们应该已经看到了它的投票，对吧？很多朋友们也都参与到了，我们做了很多的设计，让大家从中去投票，筛选出来我们最喜欢的手机壳的设计最终遥遥领先的4款就呈现在你们的面前了。哎，最喜欢哪一款呢？可以弹幕告诉我。除了手机壳之外，还有一个小惊喜要送给大家，那就是同时购买 GT Neo 3和 Air 3这一对 CP 的朋友们。还会拥有一个套餐的组合价 ，Air 3在首销价格349元的基础上，我们将会再减30元，仅仅需要319元。而 realme 手机的老用户们同样可以享受到这个优惠，凭借之前你的手机的订单截图，找到客服去领取30元的优惠券，就可以享受319元的限时超低价格。此外呢 ，realme 官方商城也做了全新的升级。我们这一次为粉丝朋友们准备了多重的好礼，即刻起上 realme 官方商城就可以享受12期的分期免息。除此之外，首销期间购机的用户们还可以额外获得我们的商城积分。上 realme 真我京东自营旗舰店，与京东小魔方共同开启真我 GT Neo 3的新机抢购，就可以享受30天无忧退等等的众多福利。除此之外呢 ，realme 和天猫宝藏新品牌也联手为真粉们准备了。
Welcome to the launch of Realme GT Neo 3. We are thrilled to welcome you to the most exciting and awaited launch of this year. We would like to thank our fans, media and partners who have joined us today. Thank you so much for your support. This day is full of amazing launches, exciting sessions and interactions. Now, without any further ado, let's call on stage the man himself who is driving innovation to the next level. Everyone, please welcome Madhav Seth, VP Realme.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the much-awaited on-ground event after a span of 2 years. And nothing can be better than starting with the launch of our flagship Realme GT Neo 3 event. And I'm absolutely thrilled to be able to address you all in person. Again, all of you guys with me in this hall. Today, I'm pretty excited to reveal a lot of surprises which we have in store for you. The event is going to be really special for me for a lot of things, as we are going to make a lot of startling announcements. Today, we'll be announcing one of the latest smartphone and the newest smartphone, which all of you guys are well aware of it. But along with it, we'll be launching few AIoT products. And last but not the least, I'll be taking you through the latest developments happening within Realme. As we all know, there's a great potential in the interactive and the personalized smart devices. Our goal is to achieve that, basically to create a smart, connected and a trendy lifestyle for the users worldwide. Hence, we have upgraded our 1+5+T strategy and make sure that we drive the connectivity and the potential of the Realme Tech Life ecosystem. Today, we'll be launching not only the phones, but any wild guess how many products we are going to launch? That's not enough. I think 5. Wild guess is 5 products. Yes. Today we'll be launching 5 products, including our AIoT. As I said, our AIoT ecosystem is extremely important. We'll be launching world's first 150 watt charging solution, GT Neo 3. And the Realme Pad Mini, and the Realme Smart TV, and the Realme Buds Q2S, and at the same time a special version for the Realme Buds Edge 3. This is what I was looking for, I don't like that launch event which are more recorded. I like the launch event where I can, interact with the fans. And thank you very much for coming over here. But today, before Sri and Shada reveal the products in details, I would like to take everyone through some of the latest developments at Realme, as I said. I believe that tough and challenging time gives rise to winners, innovators, disruptors, And last but not the least, the very strong partnerships which we had like with Flipkart and our trade partners. Thank you very much once again with the Flipkart team and the trade partners. Thank you very much. Last but not the least, my media friends and the fans. Without your support, we wouldn't have been standing over here. 2022, we started with a downfall for many, but Realme stood true to its spirit of dare to lead and became the #3 smartphone brand with a 40% year-on-year growth. Nobody has achieved this growth in this year, but we have achieved 40% growth year-on-year in Q1 itself. Realme is determined with the spirit of dare to lead. In the earlier half of April, we launched our first premium product, which was Realme GT2 Pro in India. This is the one-of-the-kind device and which had delivered a knockout milestone performance, believing the fastest and becoming the fastest selling Android premium flagship phone on the Flipkart. First phone, first premium phone, even again the first fast-selling phone and on the Android platform, which is one of the big achievements. This gives us the confidence. Not just in India, but the GT2 Pro has seen a roaring success worldwide. In the global markets, the sales of GT2 Pro flagship have soared more than 550% over the previous quarter, on the previous generations. Today, we have more than 5 million users of the GT series already in the market. Thanks again for your support and the milestone, which has strengthened our confidence to deepen our presence in the premium market. This has given the confidence that basically premium smartphone is not only for two different brands, but a lot of brands can experiment. A brand who has an innovation, a brand who can bring disruptions. I think the premium segment is for this. And that's why I believe that basically the consumers are looking for more innovations and disruptions rather than just a brand logo. As designs being one of the fundamental pillars of Realme, we showcased our GT2 Pro for the first time at the Lakme Fashion Week and at the Born to Shine events concert tours. And the response was fabulous. Our innovative paper tag designs were very well appreciated. Not only in India, but while in Europe, the GT2 series has attracted countless fans to line up in the long queues to buy during the simultaneous flash store events across the 6 European countries. Brands started from India going to the Europe, and now it's among one of the most fastest growing brand even in Europe. Thank you very much for all the contributions what you guys have given to us. On reviewing every milestone of our Go Premium strategy, we found that the innovation was the factor of paramount importance. Hence, we continue to capitalize on two important pillars starting from day one, which was Realme, which was performance and designs. But when it comes to designs, Realme as the youngest player has turned the smartphone industry with the inspiring designs. And we have experimented with the product materials such as photochromic, paper tech, fluorescent and multiple other products which are distinctive as well as notable. We have also introduced many cross-defined designs such as master designs from Nato Fukasawa, one of the most famous industrial designers. At the same time, Realme Design Studio has been at the heart of all these breakthrough innovations. Grabbing this opportunity, I would like to proudly introduce all of you guys Realme Design Studio, from where all the phenomenal product and the visual designs in the industry's first mobile design studio gather talented designers from Realme and welcoming potential new designers who resonate with our design philosophy, which is IDEA. Now people will ask me, what's IDEA? Yeah, IDEA is an advanced design philosophy which we at Realme follow, which is inceptive, which is diversified, which is enhanced and authentic. This concept builds the design principles of Realme Design Studio and empower product designs, which are the key fundamental pillar for Realme. To promote and strengthen the connections of our designers, we have set up 2 brick-and-mortar studios, one in India and one in Europe. This will help us to get more localized design concepts and inspirations through collaborations with the top design schools and also exploring more crossovers with the top local designers. Beside designs, innovation, which is the second fundamental pillar for Realme. The other thing that makes Realme extremely stand apart from the industry is the technology innovation. In the past 3 years, we have tried to bring the industry's first innovation to the Indian market. This focus upon the diverse aspects such as fast charging, maybe gaming, as well as the cooling technology. Talking about the fast charging, Realme was the first brand to showcase the technology of 125 watts in 2020 and the fastest magnetic wireless dart charging (MAC dart) in 2021. And today we are going to introduce the GT Neo 3 with the world's first 150 watt charging solution. As we are talking about the innovations, which is in batteries, let's also talk about an exciting addition which we are going to make today to our tablet portfolio. As I said, Realme entered the tablet segment in 2021 and ended the year on a very, very positive note. Today we are the #1 selling brand in the tablet category, again on Flipkart. Thank you very much. Today we'll be introducing the second tablet, the Realme Pad Mini. We call it Mini Powerhouse because it has the largest battery capacity with the slimmest body in the segment. Among the many IoT categories, the Realme has also entered and conquered over the past few months. Smart TV is one of them. Happy to share that among the smartphones, our Realme Smart TV are also 100% manufactured in India. Right? A lot of people have this question, so hence I wanted to clarify today. Realme smartphones and smart TVs are 100% manufactured in India. In 2021, Realme Smart TV shipments grew by 72% year on year as Counterpoint Research, and we are one of the most preferred smartphone smart TV brand. Continuing the trend to grow further in the segment. Today, we are introducing the latest smart TV from Realme, Realme Smart TV X Full HD, which will be powered by MediaTek's super fast processor and the latest Android platform. Let's also talk about the details further, but before I move to the prices, I think let me introduce you to the products. Please welcome Sri on the stage. Thank you very much.
Check. Hi. Hi everyone. It's actually really nice to see people's faces in 3D finally rather than seeing everyone in computer screens. So this is a very special day, and what a beautiful day to have such a large launch event. We've gone to talk about a few products. What I will start with, of course, is our smartphone for today. We've always been the front runner in bringing powerful, high-performance smartphones to everyone, and this especially holds true for the GT Neo series. Now, of course, I often get asked, what is Neo? Why did you go with the name Neo? Now, we wanted to bring a new kind of speed with the GT Neo series and give our fans and our users a thrilling smartphone experience. Also, Keanu Reeves might have had a small part to play in it. Neo has represented speed for us. Take the GT Neo 2, for example. I mean, be it the Snapdragon 870 chipset, be it the 65-watt Super Dart charge, or the super smooth 120 Hz refresh rate display. The GT Neo 2 had unprecedented performance. Moving on. Let's move on to the next slide. Yeah. So, on interacting with Realme fans and users, of course, from all over the world, we always take feedback and we realize clearly there is a need for speed among our users. We want to define a new kind of speed with the GT Neo series to bring a transformative smartphone experience for all our users, a lot of you sitting here. The next generation of GT Neo amps up the versatility quotient, delivering whatever you need, whenever you need. Let's have a look for ourselves.
Some lives revolve around speed. Pedal to the metal is our starting line, and the racetrack pulls us in like gravity. This is a tribute to racing legends who dared to rewrite history. Speed limits didn't apply. Racing stripes, a design emblazoned with speed. The spirit of those pioneers lives on in the GT Neo 3, still in pursuit of greater performance. It's our time to jump into the cockpit, turn the ignition, and fire up the engine. Here's to the racing legends who push us to redefine limits. GT Neo 3, a Neo speed awakens.
Seems like you like it. With the GT Neo 3, this is a result of tireless efforts that, of course, we all invested into the product, and this is a big milestone for Realme. Now, of course, I can't wait to talk about the obvious thing, the design on the GT Neo 3. The GT Neo 3 brings together the excellence of design and meaningful innovations. And now let's break down these two simple yet very significant focus areas on the GT Neo 3, style and speed. Let's start with style first. This tribute to speed cannot be complete without the inspiration from motorsport. Of course, what these two stripes remind you of, I mean, you cannot miss it. And when it comes to cars, when it comes to racing cars, it seems like the best representation of style and speed that transcends time. The Realme GT Neo 3 seeks to commemorate the rivalry between automakers in the 1960s. I'm sure all of you are, or most of you are aware of it. Of course, against each other at the Le Mans. The spirit of this competition lives on in the Le Mans racing stripes that adorn the back of the GT Neo 3. The Le Mans-inspired iconic racing stripes are a core design ethos directly inherited onto the back of the GT Neo 3. We achieved these spectacular racing stripes by applying 5 layers of nanofilms directly on top of each other, of course, to enhance especially that white color tone. Also, it'd be interesting for you to know that the GT Neo 3 is, especially the back area, is made out of a single piece of glass, of course, anti-glare glass, so you're not going to have a lot of trouble with fingerprints. Also, if you've tested out Realme devices, used Realme devices, you know how serious we are about our ergonomics. So the GT Neo 3 is incredibly thin at 8.2 millimeters and just 188 grams light. The device also comes in 3 vintage colors. So of course, my favorite one, if you already don't know from what I'm wearing or what I'm pointing to the most, the nitro blue. Also, if you are someone who likes the monochromatic style more, then you have the sprint white, and if you are one of those who wants matte black everything, then there is the asphalt black. Let's talk about that display now. I'm sure the smartphone display is as important to you as it is to me. It is, of course, our entry into the digital world, our window into the digital world. So we decided to equip a GT Neo 3 with one of our most advanced 120 Hz reality displays. We brought the largest display size in Realme history, just like the GT2 Pro. We've increased the display size to 6.7 inches, paving the way for a better overall viewing experience. Also, thanks to the most advanced COP packaging process. So COP is how we bend the display from the bottom and give you that incredibly thin bottom and side bezels. Of course, the bottom bezel is where the COP helps. We've been able to hit very, very high screen to body ratios. It'll almost feel like you're just holding a futuristic piece of glass in your hand. If you compare it to one of the most popular smartphones on the market, we have an even thinner bottom bezel, allowing you to gain more from your display. This is yet another prime example of our innovation feat. And as I mentioned, that screen to body ratio, we have 94.2% screen to body ratio on the GT Neo 3. Also, when it comes to color accuracy, the reality display is calibrated against some of the best panels in the market. So this is our all-new reality display combining the large 94.2% screen to body ratio, the display with Full HD Plus resolution, a JNCD, which is the color accuracy of 0.4 DC dimming. This is a display that, I mean, there's everything that you could ask or need from a display. The Realme GT series has a long-standing reputation of speed and performance as well. First, let's jump to the most important one, of course, the one that we've been talking about, the one that you see here, the 150-watt ultra-dart fast charging. For the last 4 years, thank you. For the last 4 years, we've been consistently invested in innovating and developing the fastest, most efficient charging experience possible. Now, as our fans and our friends know, most Realme smartphones come equipped with Dart or Super Dart charge. So we went from 18 watts up to 65 watt Super Dart. Well, it's time to take a new leap with our breakthrough innovation in fast charging technology, which I believe, of course, will set a new standard for not just us, but for the entire industry. The GT Neo 3 is the world's fastest 150-watt charging flagship. Well, it is a huge leap forward, as I said, for not just for us, but for the entire industry. And now you'll see how the industry standard levels up, hopefully. As you can see, the Realme GT Neo 3 has received 121 charging subscore in DxOMark testing. This is actually the highest charging subscore that any smartphone has achieved on DxOMark. Well, our vision with the 150 watt ultra dart charge is threefold. First, of course, fast charging. Second is there's fast charging, so you need to ensure safety. And since we are giving you a charger that's 150 watt, why not make it compatible with as many devices as possible? So let's start with, of course, the fast charging. 150 watt ultra dart charge can fuel GT Neo 3 to 50% in just 5 minutes. Incredible. And once you use it, I don't think you can go back to any other phone. Now, you can have your phone quickly charged up while maybe making up a cup of tea or a cup of coffee for you in the morning. And battery anxiety can be a thing of the past. Now, let's go through a quick video to see how quick it is. Yeah. Well, fast commercial for our fast charging phone. Well, the 150 watt ultra dart charge is also up to 700% faster than our first dart charge. So you can see the leap. I mean, we don't realize sometimes when tech moves so quickly, but the leap is incredible. And now you can get a full, get charge for a day's worth in just 5 short minutes. Now, of course, we've talked about the speed, so let's talk about safety. Safety is paramount when it comes to building the 150 watt ultra dart charge. We want the charging to be fast, but also as safe at the same time. Now, keeping user safety in mind, we've included dual chipsets. So there are 2 dedicated charging chipsets in the GT Neo 3 to keep charging temperatures at an optimal level, and also intelligently optimize the battery lifespan with, of course, charge cycles. And many of you know what charge cycles are. I'll talk about that. We call this the Ultra Dart Dual Adaptive Chipset. It features multiple safety protection features that can easily tackle overcharging, over-discharging, overheating, short circuit, and other faults, and giving you multiple layers of protection for both the battery and, of course, eventually your smartphone, the GT Neo 3. What's more is that TUvad Rheinland agrees with us, gives us a certification for the charging, which means that you can chuck all your worries about safety with charging on the GT Neo 3. Now, I talked about battery charge cycles. What is a charge cycle? The charge cycle is the cycle where your battery charges from 0 to 100 and 100 to 0. And generally in a battery, the battery's lifespan is actually calculated in cycles. And for a standard battery, this is somewhere where the charge cycles stay. With the GT Neo 3, we don't only maintain this at 80% capacity at 800 cycles, but we are able to give you 1600 plus cycles and still maintain 80% plus battery capacity. And for you to go through 1600 cycles, I mean, you all know how long you're going to take. It's going to be years before you go through 1600 cycles. So you can still use the smartphone for several years without having any anxiety, any battery anxiety. Yeah, moving on. The 150 watt ultra dart charge comes with a lot of charging standards as well. That was the third part, the compatibility. So there's power delivery, there's PPS, there's QC. So you can enable fast charging to other supported devices as well. We are very cordial like that. We want this charger to be the one charger to rule them all, so that you carry this charger in your bag and you can charge any device that you want, be it the laptop, be it your tablet, be it your smartphone, any other smartphone as well. We are nice like that. All these smart features have been added to ensure that the Ultra Dart charge is not only lightning fast, but also, reiterating again, safe to use. Now let's watch a video to see Ultra Dart charge in action.
The clock is ticking. The stakes are high. The heat is on. It's time to release the speed. Come on, feel the energy down to the core. And ultra-powerful chip conducting a symphony, harnessing energy in perfect rhythm, reaching a crescendo of might so that you stay cool. When things get tough, embrace this moment in the immortal power. Look at you, a Neo you, revived in a snap. Realme GT Neo 3, Neo Speed Awakens.
I mean, even I have to clap for that. Now let's talk about the engine. You heard the vroom. So let's talk about the engine of the GT Neo 3, the processor. The GT Neo 3 sports the latest flagship Dimensity 8100 chipset from MediaTek. The 5nm based processor brings huge breakthrough in performance and power efficiency as well. The chipset has 4 Cortex A78 cores clocked at 2.85 GHz, delivering breakneck speed at unprecedented scale. I mean, it's ridiculous how fast this thing is. The Mali G6 106-core GPU delivers faster graphic performance for your AAA titles as well. The 5nm Dimensity 8100 chipset also makes the GT Neo 3 outrageously fast and powerful. The GT Neo 3 offers a massive boost in performance in both multi-core and single-core performance, and also, of course, frame rate performance in games. Faster RAM and faster storage also make sure that this stays up. So the GT Neo 3 comes equipped with UFS 3.1 storage and LPDDR5 RAM to make sure that your performance is the best through and through. This means that you can launch apps, play games within seconds without worrying about your device truly slowing down. And the 8100 will surely do that for you. As we just saw, the world's first 150-watt charging flagship GT Neo 3 is fast in every way, from charging speed to raw performance. Speaking of fast speed, we can't forget charging. Now, we had 65-watt super dart charge in the GT Neo 2 and a 5000 mAh battery. This time we are also not just bringing the 150-watt ultra dart charge architecture, but also an 80-watt super dart charge variant for you to choose, which means that your charging time is still, compared to the GT Neo 2, going to be increased much and going to give you a better charging speed overall. At the same time, we understand the value of long battery life, which is why we have included a 5000 mAh battery, and with the 80-watt super dart charge, that combination is a flagship combination. Firstly, the peak charging power on the 80-watt has obviously increased and is about 20% higher compared to the 65-watt super dart charge. Secondly, with super fast charge speed, phone can be charged from 0 to 50% in still just 12 minutes. Besides peak power and charge control, temperature control is also optimized well. And just like the 150-watt variant, the battery's charge cycles will still be maintained at 80% plus capacity after 1600 plus charge cycles. I mean, these numbers are incredible, and if they don't seem like that, I mean, it's because of how quickly the technology is moving ahead. To sum up, we have made 4 major upgrades for 80-watt super dart charge, including peak power, charge speed, temperature control, and of course, a lot of control on the battery capacity after charge cycles. However, we didn't just stop there. We've also improved the speed of the GT Neo 3 across 3 major areas. Higher and more consistent frame rates, that's one. There's faster and more effective heat dissipation, that's second, and also faster connectivity. So we'll start, of course, with the frame rate first. Today, most apps and games are developed with the goal of hitting a frame rate of 60 FPS or above. A good frame rate is, of course, important for your overall experience. This is especially true when you're playing games. Now, I'm glad to tell you that the GT Neo 3 is Realme's first smartphone ever to have a dedicated display processor, which boosts performance of supported mobile games, especially on the visuals. This means the GT Neo 3 can reduce unintended motion blur and jitters while, of course, enhancing every in-game frame rates by 100 FPS. If we just include one frame in middle, you're doubling the frame rates, but not taxing the GPU enough, which is why the power efficiency increases. Now let's take an example of a popular MOBA game. Thanks to the display processor, the GT Neo 3 is able to maintain a consistent 90 FPS for full 60 minutes. And one thing, if you have tested the GT Neo 3, then you might realize is how consistent the performance is. We've also worked closely with some of our partners to let them fully utilize the power of our display processor, and we are working on a ton of games. So right now for League of Legends, you can enjoy consistent high frame rates, and we are working with more game developers to bring support across the board. Now talking about the second part, the heat dissipation. Our engineering team has made huge progress over the last 3 generations. The cooling system has always been an important part of not just the GT Neo 3 or the GT Neo 2, but the entire GT series. And this is the best way to ensure sustained performance, and that is our focus. Say hello to the stainless steel vapor cooling system Max with a total cooling area of 39,606 millimeters square. This is very large. I mean, the GT2 Pro already had 36,000 at one of the largest in the industry, and 39,000 just takes it to a crazy level. That's almost a 7% increase, as I mentioned, versus our previous solution. We've kept the size of the stainless steel vapor chamber that sits right on top of the chipset to 4,129 millimeters square to ensure efficiency of heat dissipation. To begin with, 9 cooling layers are strategically placed throughout the GT Neo 3 to ensure 100% coverage of heat sources. By doing that, the GT Neo 3 is able to reduce the core heat source area by 19 degrees Celsius, and of course that means better performance. In actual practice, the GT Neo 3, this is of course surface temperatures, can keep around 40 degrees Celsius while running a game at 120 FPS for over 60 minutes. To tell you the truth, we are really proud of this heat dissipation capability, and I believe this could be one of the best heating systems ever in a smartphone. Fast and stable connectivity, the third part, is crucial when it comes to a great mobile gaming experience. I'm sure a lot of you commuters have experienced similar issues when maybe traveling in a metro. GT Neo 3 comes equipped with dynamic base station switching, where it'll scan for cell towers and get you the strongest signals in multiple directions. And of course, it'll connect to them intelligently. This means you can get reliably strong mobile signals even when you're in a basement or places where signals are weak, or maybe signals are just blocked for whatever reason. The Realme GT Neo 3 also comes with 12 wraparound antennas to cover all sides of the phone and supports mainstream bands in almost all directions, all with the same signal strength. With Smart Network Enhancer, GT Neo 3 uses wireless burst technology for a more stable, consistent Wi-Fi connectivity, not to mention, of course, dual SIM latency, optimization, and Wi-Fi 6 enhanced, as well as many other software features to give you a fast network experience better than you've used in any other smartphone. Charging performance and display, of course, we've packed in with 3 different chipsets. You can see there's a fast charging chip, there's of course the processor, the charging chip, and there is a display chip, 3 chips in one smartphone. I mean, it's a great deal. Coming to the cameras, the GT Neo 3 is powered by the Sony IMX766 with an optically image stabilized lens to let you capture beautiful photos in any situation. The GT Neo 3 offers one of the best low light photography in the market thanks to the flagship IMX766 sensor. The IMX766 flagship sensor features a large sensor size, of course, for enhanced light intake, dual stabilization, and ultra-fast autofocus tech. Speaking of sensor size, the massive 1/1.56" sensor utilizes pixel binning to increase overall pixel size to 2 micron superpixels. Compared to its rivals, there's 13.6% more light intake, and more light intake, of course, means more information, there's better image resolution, there's more information to work with even in post-processing, and eventually, of course, better low-light photos. With fast image processing speeds and low-light autofocusing, you can continue low-light shooting comfortably. The GT Neo 3 actually offers 62% faster low-light image processing and 94% faster low-light autofocus. And for low-light photography, you know autofocus always is an issue. And of course, all this is possible thanks to the Imagic 780 ISP, of course, of the Dimensity 8100 chipset on the GT Neo 3. Summarizing, the 50 megapixel Sony IMX766 powered by Pro Light imaging technology, we let you shoot brighter photos, sharper photos and videos, and also exceptional low light performance. Let me show you some low light samples. So if you take a look at these samples taken from the GT Neo 3, you'll recognize the amount of HDR capability that this ISP has. I'll maybe step aside for everyone to be able to see these pictures. Even if you notice in the first image, I don't know how many of you can see right on top of that board, you can see a bird in the sky. you look at all these images, the light leaks, the contrast that has been mentioned, the details that has been maintained on the road in that area, even in that low lit situation. So the GT Neo 3 is capable, and the ISP is of course powerful enough to produce some incredible HDR, to put out some incredible HDR performance. And that's a wrap on the GT Neo 3, packed with our most innovative features and technologies. It sports the world's fastest charging flagship at 150 watt ultra dark charge architecture, Dimensity 8100 chipset by MediaTek, stainless steel vapor cooling system max for peak sustained performance, and of course a dedicated display chipset for the very first time in our smartphone for consistent high frame rate gaming. Also, there is an 80 watt super dark charge variant which still charges your phone faster than most phones that you can find in the market. The GT Neo 3 is truly special, and not just because it is our fastest flagship, it represents the spirit of innovation and speed and the passion of our dedicated fans and users. Let's watch a short video to again explore the awesomeness of the GT Neo 3.
Neo 3. New speed awakens. Realme, dare to leap.
At Realme, we believe that technology is an enabler for us to live the life that we want. So we don't believe that there's one smartphone that goes for everyone. Everyone has their own needs, their own personalities, their own way of living their life, and hence everyone has a different pick for a smartphone. And what we believe in as Realme is creating options for our users, for our fans, for our customers, so that they can choose the device that fits them best. And now, this is not all. To talk about more products, let me hand over the stage to Sharda.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the launch of Realme Pad Mini. I am so thrilled to see all of you after such a long time. I hope you all are taking good care of yourselves and staying healthy. As everyone knows, last year we launched Realme's first pad, which became very popular and influenced a lot of positive feedback from our consumers. To allow Realme fans to enjoy extra portability and to even enjoy better products, this time we have brought you the all-new Realme Pad Mini. Just as the slogan encapsulates, mini yet powerful, Realme Pad Mini is a powerful all-rounder. This includes a powerful design, a powerful performance, and a powerful battery. Let's start with a powerful design. Realme Pad Mini uses an ultra-thin design, just like the Realme Pad. With a thickness of just 7.59 millimeter, it is the thinnest tablet in its price range. It's very comfortable to hold with a lightweight design, and it makes it very convenient to work from home. It can be taken on vacations, business trips, used for gaming, entertainment, and all of it. The tablet sports a 8MP rear camera. You can take awesome photos with ease and also record 1080p HD videos. With a whole new world of photographic possibilities, it just feels like shooting with a smartphone. Now let's talk about the front side of the tablet. As you can see, it sports an 8.7-inch LCD HD display with unbelievable colors and clarity. The screen-to-body ratio is 84.59% for a huge field of view. Whether you're watching videos or playing games, Every detail looks vivid and clear. I can very confidently say that this is a high-quality display with absolutely flawless visuals. It is guaranteed one of the best slates to work and play. Realme Pad Mini is equipped with stereo speakers certified with Dirac. What's more, it also supports adaptive surround sound. So no matter how you place the pad, you can get the best stereo surround sound experience. Moving on, let's take a look at the powerful performance. Realme Pad Mini uses a Unisoc T616 processor, which gives a truly powerful performance. This industry-leading octa-core processor has a CPU main frequency of 2.0 GHz, allowing Realme Pad Mini to operate with high efficiency. Made with an advanced 12-nanometer manufacturing process, the processor not only provides efficient performance, but also ensures lower energy consumption. In addition, Realme Pad Mini supports the UFS 2.1 flash memory, enabling faster app startup and faster writing speeds for cache loading. Looking at the competing products in the same price range, T616 is a very powerful processor whose performance and efficiency far surpasses other products. Compared to a competing product that uses a MediaTek Helio P22T, Realme Pad Mini's AnTuTu benchmark score is 67% higher, which means it gives you a stronger and a more efficient usage experience. We also offer a massive 64 GB storage version with an option to upgrade to 1 TB. You can store your favorite movies, pictures, and all of it without worrying about the dragging space issues. Lastly, let's talk about the powerful battery. Currently, we see that amongst the competing products, most of the products have either a 5000 mAh battery or a 5100 mAh battery. Although that's enough to meet the basic needs of the general users, we are always working hard to bring the best of the features for our Realme fans. It may be hard to imagine that Realme Pad Mini's ultra-thin 7.59mm body manages to fit a massive 6400 mAh massive battery. This is the largest battery capacity in its price range. To achieve this small size, big power goal, we have made multiple optimizations to the internal structure. Compared to the 5000 mAh batteries of the competing products, Realme Pad Mini's battery capacity is strikingly 28% higher, complemented with an 18 watts fast charge. One charge is enough to power a whole day of use. With specs this strong, I am sure you're as excited as I am to experience the Realme Pad Mini's entertainment features. Thanks to its 6400 mAh battery and a strong Unisoc T616 processor, you can enjoy gaming for up to 8 hours. And with 60 FPS frame rate, in-game moves are super smooth. Also, this excellent battery life can power up to 15 hours of video watching. And its big 8.7-inch screen makes everything from YouTube videos to movies an immersive viewing experience. This is the all-new Realme Pad Mini with everything you were hoping it would have. An ultra-thin 7.59mm design, a large 8.7-inch display, delivering stunning visual appeal. The powerful processor T616 and a massive 6400 mAh battery with an 18 watts fast charge enables a highly efficient, long-lasting usage experience. I hope you all love the Realme Pad Mini as much as we do. Now it's time for me to introduce our new Realme Smart TV, which is one of the most competitive TV series in the segment. Realme Smart TV comes in two sizes, the 43-inch and the 40-inch. These two sizes are very popular in India and both featuring a premium bezel-less design, as thin as 8.7 millimeter. This is the ultimate immersive smart cinema experience your living room needs. On Realme Smart TV, we use the original Chroma Boost technology, which is taken from Realme smartphones, which enhances the overall picture quality and improves the brightness, color, contrast, and clarity to deliver stunning results. Under the high-quality screen, there is a powerful processor from MediaTek. It has a powerful quad-core 64-bit architecture and ARM Cortex A55 1.1 GHz CPU and a new Mali G31 MP2 GPU. The RAM of Realme TV is clocked at 2133 MHz, which is faster than the normal 1600 MHz RAM that is used in other TVs. It also supports the HDR10 video decoding, which is rarely used in this price segment. Additionally, it comes with HLG, which is another high-quality format for exceptional good picture quality. With a visual angle of 178 degrees, you can see the TV content clearly, and it is perfect for multiple people to watch together in your family. Realme Smart TV also comes with Dolby Audio MS12B solution with two sets of 24-watt speakers. These are located at the bottom of the TV, and each set is composed of one full-range speaker and one tweeter. The total power of these four speakers is 24 watts, which is obviously more powerful than the competing products. With the support of Dolby Audio, Realme Smart TV can split and play sound in discrete channels from different sides, that is the front, side, and the rear, to create a surround sound experience and increase the immersive experience. Dolby Audio also identifies the device and its audio capabilities and then makes the necessary dynamic range adjustments to give you a clear and distortion-free playback. Thanks to the independent tweeter and an advanced full-range speaker, Realme TV can precisely reproduce the sound from 148 Hz to 20,000 Hz, almost covering all the frequencies that humans can hear. Realme Smart TV runs with Android 11.0 certified, and it's all about simple, helpful, and comprehensive entertainment. We rest assured that there will be no more frustrations like cumbersome searches or bad recommendations anymore. We have been working hard to create a strong and robust infrastructure to ensure customer satisfaction. We already have 500 plus TV centers across India, and we also cover 19,000 plus PIN codes across India to ensure quick remedial actions for service and quality-related issues for our Realme TVs. It is our guarantee that your TV will be installed in 48 hours. And I am proud to say that so far, we have registered 91% customer satisfaction in our installation. We at Realme TV, we aim to expand and add 200 plus exclusive service centers for our TVs. And this is because Customer delight is what we aim to serve. And finally, we have another addition to the Buds family, the all-new Buds Q2S. These wireless headphones are packed with 30 hours of playback time and a 10mm driver for outstanding sound. If you're in a rush, you can get 3 hours of playback with just 10 minutes of charging. That's super crazy. And you also get the ENC noise cancellation when you're on a call. They are a fab choice when you're looking for quality, lightweight earbuds. And before we call it a wrap, we would like to show you the all-new Realme Air 3 Nitro Blue variant, inspired by our very own GT Neo 3. These buds Air 3 also sport the iconic Le Mans-inspired racing stripes in our Horizon design, inspired by the very own GT Neo 3. And this defines the core ethos of our latest launch, which just happened today. So there you have it, a 42 dB hybrid active noise cancellation, enhanced bass, and up to 30 hours of listening time. They also come with transparency mode so that you can hear the world around you without taking them out. It is IPX5 water resistant for the times when you're sweating, when you're during a workout, or if you're getting caught in the rain. Escape the crowd with an immersive experience with the Realme Buds Air 3. Now I would like to call upon Mr. Ajay V. Yadav, Senior Vice President Flipkart, to say a few words.
I can say this again. Madhav started off by saying it just feels so different, so much more energetic to be back in the room again. 2 years of launches, sitting in front of the computer screen, it's not life. So I'm so happy to see you. So happy to see you. Right? I also want to thank Realme team. I think Realme team has been very, very generous. The success of Realme largely belongs to Realme and all you fans out there. You guys have made the brand what it is. Okay? Realme team has been very generous in putting Flipkart out there as well. Just want to talk about 2-3 things. Large part of what about this launch, that's the exciting part that's already been covered by Madhav, then Shada. The way Realme is growing, all the love that we've given to Flipkart, in our success, you guys are the fuel. You guys are who are keeping us honest. Thank you for that. Really appreciate it. Madhav, on the stage, my friend. With my white Scorpio.
Let me showcase the phone first, right?
I love it. I was talking to Madhav on the side. By the way, I'm also seeing the phone for the first time. So I was telling him when I was growing up in college, the car I used to like was the Mustang. And the Ford Mustang always has this two stripes, running from back to forth. This is phenomenal. To the design team at Realme, amazing job done.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much once again. All right, I'll continue being on the stage. I think everybody knows what's the most exciting part of the evening or afternoon. And I'm sure, I won't take much of the time before I reveal all the exciting parts. But thank you very much, Ajay. Thank you very much, Sri and Sharda. By the way, I think Sri needs a vapor cooling chamber within himself. Right?
Yeah.
Anyways, thank you very much. We are about to step into the 4th anniversary this time, and we collaborated with our partners to launch our anniversary sale. And it's the 4th year. Thank you very much once again. We'll be completing our 4th year on the 4th of May, and that's where the anniversary sale will be starting with all our partners. We have brought our first gift of the season, which is for anniversary, which is GT2 as a first sale, which was started on April 28th. And the second gift, you will find out soon today itself, right? I will start talking with the first product, which is Realme Buds Q2. Let me move to the pricing now, which offers one of the most compact TWS in the segment, with a 30 hours of total playback featuring AI ENC, at the same time a 10mm dynamic bass boost driver, and which also supports the quick charge. Available in 3 different colors: black, white and the green. The Realme Buds Q2S will be priced at rupees 1,999 and will go on sale on May 2nd, 12 noon onwards on realme.com and other partners and the store nearby you. Going on to the next product, which is Realme Buds Air 3, which is a Nitro Blue. It is inspired by the Realme GT Neo 3. And the TWS offers the same, which I think we have already launched and you have all appreciated this product. It offers a 30 hours of playback and a 42 decibel of ANC, and one of the best which is in the industry. Price at rupees just 4,999. And you can get your hands on the new color starting from May 4th onwards, 12 noon onwards as well on realme.com. Coming on to our powerful and the all-rounder, the Realme Pad Mini. It comes with a 6400 milliamp hour battery, 8.7-inch large display and a powerful processor. The Realme Pad Mini will be available in 2 different colors, which is blue and grey. It will be available in 4 different versions, 2 from Wi-Fi and 2 from LTE, having 2 variants, which is 3GB 32GB and 4GB 64GB. The price of Wi-Fi 3GB 32GB would be priced at rupees 10,999. The price of LTE 3GB 32GB variant will be priced at rupees 12,999. There are many prices. I think you have to note it down. There are a lot of prices going to be announced today. And there's more exciting things which are coming forward. The Wi-Fi, which is 4GB 64GB, would be priced at rupees 12,999, and the LTE 464 would be priced at rupees 14,999. Is that enough? No, but there's something more which is going to come down. The first sale of this stunning device will be starting from May 2nd, 12 noon onwards on realme.com, Flipkart and the stores nearby you. But, as I said, there is something more which is coming for the tablets, as it's our anniversary and we wanted to give to you something. From May 2nd to May 9th, we'll be celebrating our anniversary on all our channel partners, and make sure you get a special offer up to rupees 2,000 off on all the variants on realme.com, flipkart.com and stores near you. This is the next effective price. So next in line we have the Realme Smart TV X Full HD, offering vivid vision and the stunning sound, as what Sharda explained. The price of the 40-inch version would be 22,999 rupees. And will have its first sale on May 4th, 12 noon onwards. The Realme Smart TV also has a 43-inch version, and which will be priced at rupees 25,999. Again, the first sale will be starting from May 5th, 12 noon onwards. Please mark your calendar. But not only this, as I said, it's in our anniversary. We'll make sure that this time is going to be specially for all our fans. Not only that, but we have a special price for both our smart TVs. The Smart TV X Full HD 40 inch will be priced at rupees only 20,999 from May 4th to May 9th. And the 43 inch would be priced at rupees 22,999 from May 5th to May 9th. Both the smart TVs will be available for our users on realme.com, Flipkart and the stores nearby you. The next in line and the final one, the Realme GT Neo 3, which is powered by Dimensity 8100 processor, one of the fastest processor. The Realme's first smartphone to come with a dedicated display processor to boost the display performance. The smartphone will have two variants at the same time, which is 150 watts ultra dart charging and the 80 watts super dart charge, and will be available in 3 different colors, which is nitro blue, sprint white and asphalt black. The 80 watts charging variant will come with 2 different storage options, which is 8 GB plus 128 GB, which will be priced at rupees 36,999. And the 8 GB, 256 GB would be priced at rupees 38,999. But I think that's not enough. Somebody said yes, right? I know somebody said yes. That's not enough. It's our anniversary sale. And why not GT Neo 3 again to be added in the anniversary sale? We are coming up with one of the biggest surprise of the event. And I want to add more surprise by saying that 4th anniversary sales customers can avail a discount up to rupees 7,000 rupees on realme.com, Flipkart and the stores nearby you. So the net effective price for the product would be only 29,999 and 31,999 for the first sale. Then it's available as well on realme.com, Flipkart and the stores nearby you. First sale starting on 4th of May, 12 noon onwards. Thank you very much, guys. The 150 watt charging variant comes with a storage option of 12 GB, 256 GB, one variant, and will be priced at rupees 42,999. Customer can also avail a discount of same 7,000 rupees on the 150 watt charging variant as well. Becoming the net effective price of 35,999 only. It's the first sale and anniversary sale. I want everyone to celebrate along with us because of all the support you have been encouraging us and making sure that basically you have always stood by Realme. Thank you very much to all my media friends and partners. Thank you very much once again. Today, I think Realme is delighted and honored to have been delivering this mind-blowing offering today. And our contribution to the tech industry has always been backed by the innovation. We have never been a strong sales or a marketing company, but we have always been a company which has given a good product at a right pricing, making sure basically we bring the best of the innovation at the best of the prices. Today we have launched amazing products. I hope you guys appreciate and share the feedback towards the demo zone. Stay safe, take care. I'll see you soon again. Thank you very much.
Now, before we call it a day, do remember to visit the specially curated demo zones. The zones first will be open for our friends from the media fraternity to get a hands-on experience on the products. Our partners will be able to adulterate.
Hello everyone, I'm Kenny, the founder and CEO of Realme. Thank you to each and every one of you for being here with us today. I want to extend my warmest welcome to those of you who have been with Realme since the beginning, and those of you who are just getting to learn us. Born in 2018, Realme is the youngest smartphone brand among the world's top 6. To be bold and fearless is in our DNA. Our unconventional creations have inspired more than 100 million users worldwide. That drives us to pursue ever greater tech and design innovations. Pushing into the premium segment is a step Realme must take to provide the best experience that our customers have always desired. For more of our Go Premium stories, let's welcome Madhav, President of Realme International Business Group.
Hi everyone, thank you and welcome to Realme's GT2 series global launch event. I am Madhav Sheth and I am thrilled today to unveil our exciting new journey to create a new premium tech lifestyle for users who are looking to enhance the vibe of their daily life. For the past 3 years, thanks to relentless support of our users and the global ecosystem partners, we have been able to achieve a number of remarkable milestones. We have become the world's 6th largest smartphone brand in just 3 years' time and won the trust of over 100 million users worldwide. We have grown to be a top 5 smartphone brand in 21 different countries and regions. In India, we have become the most trusted technology brand in 2021 and emerged as number 2 smartphone brand in Q4 2021. In Europe, we have become the fastest growing smartphone brand in 2021 while seizing a top 3 positions in Poland, Russia and Slovenia, as well as top 5 in Italy, Belgium, Greece, Czech and Belarus. Well, we'll not stop there. We will forge ahead and continue to fulfill users' need in the new era of 5G and AI, which has unleashed the great potential of interactive and the personalized smart devices. Our goal is to create a smart, connected and a trendy lifestyle for users worldwide by building an integrated AIoT ecosystem with premium products, whether from Realme or partner brands. And we are going all out to transform Realme from a pure smartphone player into a robust AIoT ecosystem platform. That's why we have upgraded our AIoT strategy. We call it 1 + 5 + T. 1 refers to the core product, the smartphone, the center. The 5 signifies the 5 major categories: TWS, wearables, TVs, pads and laptops, which are the most frequently used devices. And the T stands for other products under Realme's AIoT brand, Realme Tech Life. The Realme Link app is the smart control center for all these products. In the future, all Tech Life ecosystem products can be connected via Realme Link app. We are currently engaged in a race to connect users with their products in a seamless and fun way that they can really appreciate. Realme Tech Life brand will cover 3 major product categories. The first is the smart entertainment, which includes TV boxes, projectors, and gaming accessories. The second is the smart care like vacuum robots, air purifiers, and the body fat scales. And the third is smart connect, smart sockets, smart bulbs, and cameras. The goal is to spread the convenience and comfort that comes with a full-fledged embrace of personal usage and the smart home technology. Realme will also create an iconic landmark with our first flagship store in the world. The store having 3 functional floors covering more than 13,000 square feet. It will showcase all of our AIoT products including TVs, wearables, speakers and vacuum robots in addition to the smartphones. Customers will be able to experience a smart connected life by using various smart devices at this 360-degree Tech Life space. In addition to providing premium products and services to users, we have also been seeking to shoulder social responsibilities. Although only a 3-year-old upstart,
we are moving steadily towards becoming an eco-friendly and sustainable tech player, aiming to make a positive impact on the environment. We have been exploring various methods to pursue cleaner and more sustainable operations. Today, I am very honored to unveil our sustainability vision, Leap to Greener, for our smartphones by 2025 and beyond. We will make comprehensive efforts to achieve double zero target, which is realizing net zero carbon emissions in corporate operations and zero waste sent to landfills by 2025. We are striving to cut carbon emissions from our GT series smartphones by 50% in 5 years via minimizing their full life cycle carbon footprint through a process that goes from material selection to design to manufacturing and to packaging to use and finally to recycling. When we say leap to greener, we mean it. A responsible brand starts by taking real actions. With the GT2 series, we have taken further steps to explore new possibilities for sustainability. For every GT2 series smartphone sold from Realme's official website, we will help to plant and grow a tree in the name of our Realme fan. For every tree we plant, it will only take less than 24 months to offset the amount of CO2 produced by manufacturing one smartphone. In this way, we are able to achieve carbon negative purchase, which is one more step beyond carbon neutral purchase. Through this initiative, together with Freedom, Realme could contribute to achieving 10 Sustainable Development Goals set out by the member states of the United Nations to protect the environment and promote human well-being. Before diving into our latest premium creations, I want to share a short personal story. At the start of 2021, I made a New Year resolution to talk to users in at least 10 different countries and regions. I wanted to get first-hand information on how young people view Realme and what products they really desire for. During talks with them, I was really inspired and touched by their unconstrained ideas and expectations for Realme. And one small encounter in Poland struck me the most. I remember it was in May. I was a little tired after a long and a demanding business trip. I went into a local diner for a casual meal. I was enjoying the local Polish specialty while checking user messages on Twitter. Suddenly, I noticed that a young man nearby kept looking in my direction. When I looked over, he avoided eye contact with me. But finally, he came up and said hello to me, explaining that he couldn't help but not notice me but the smartphone in my hand. He loved the phone very much, but could not buy one in Poland. I told him that I had imported the Realme GT from other countries and we started chatting. I asked him how he got to know Realme and why he had his mindset on the GT. He said that smartphones all look similar nowadays and had few to look forward to. He did not want to use the same phone as older generations. He wanted something cool and special with a powerful performance and unique design that can make him stand out. That's why he had set his eyes on the Realme GT. We finally launched the phone in Poland 1 month later, as shown in the picture. What the young man said next really surprised me. He said he felt it a pity that technically Realme did not have a top-notch flagship phone, which has outstanding performance with the industry-leading technologies. His words made me think. Traditionally speaking, when people talk about the premium flagship, the first brand popping into their head is Apple and Samsung. But today people desire something different and novel that they can relate to. In their eyes, the best phones don't need to be limited to just Apple and Samsung. Bearing that in mind, I talked to Sky, our founder and CEO, on a few occasions. It turned out that he was totally on the same page with me. We both believed that Realme should deliver a full-fledged flagship phone to our young users no matter what the cost. If not, we would fail our users' expectations in the near future. That's how we decided on the Realme GT2 series. Going premium is definitely not easy. Let me show you some numbers. Among the over 200 smartphone brands on the market, only 15 of them have been able to deliver products exceeding $800 USD. The number of those accounting for more than 5% of the market share is no more than 5. It requires tremendous investments on the tech innovations, user insights, and the brand building to strongly push into the high-end segment, which will probably drag the whole company down. Therefore, inside the company, we said it is like starting a new business all over again. But we are confident. Our strength lies in our core value of dare to leap. Unlike most smartphone brands today, who have grown too big to risk being innovative and end up taking the safe route, we are always at the forefront of challenging the status quo. We are not scared of breaking away from the pack in our quest for innovation. To go premium, we will invest more than 70% of the company's R&D resources on exploring advanced technologies in display, fast charging, and 5G to provide users with the top-tier flagship experiences. We will launch the Realme Design Studio in Europe to expand our master designer cooperation, aiming to make waves in the design world by uniting technology and the art under one roof. We have had collaborations, including Nato Fukasawa and Jose Levi, both of whom have contributed their expertise to Realme by designing trend-setting new products together with the brand. Besides introducing master designers, we believe in the strength and the potential of pioneering young designers. The future is in their hands. Last December, we launched a new collaborative initiative with Northumbria University, Newcastle, a renowned university in UK, to explore future designs for smart devices. The students' work have been both forward-looking and inspiring. So we have decided to extend the initiative to major universities worldwide in a bid to enable and support more than 100 young talents to make their genius ideas become reality. There's one more piece of good news that I want to announce. We have reached agreements with major European carriers, including Orange, Deutsche Telekom, and Vodafone, to bring amazing 5G products to the wider customer group across Europe, starting with the advanced GT2 series through Vodafone and Deutsche Telekom's online and offline stores. In 2021, the sales volume of the GT series and the X series, both belonging to our flagship portfolio, advanced into the 5 million unit club. And in 2022, with the addition of the GT2 series, we expect it to be doubled to 10 million. Through the GT series, we intend to embody the spirit of greater than great. The spirit drives us to pursue great innovations in design and performance when creating a new flagship empowered by brand's dare to leap spirit. We rejected conformity and are set to challenge the expectations of being great by giving new definition to it, be daring to go even further beyond expectations and encourage our customers to reimagine what it means to be greater than great. Therefore, the GT series we want to create is not just about great phones. It's about the relentless pursuit of even greater innovations that can help change people's lives for the better. All of this has led to a new chapter for Realme. As you may have known, today we are going to launch two new phones, Realme's first ever premium flagship, the GT2 Pro, as well as the GT2, both of which challenges the current thinking about what makes a flagship. With that in mind, I would like to invite Mark to get us started.
Thank you, Madhav. Hello to everyone around the world watching the live stream. I'm Mark, Product Communications Manager here at Realme Global. I'm excited to be here today for one of our biggest unveilings of the year. With the GT series, we've always focused on outstanding performance, flagship-level processors, super dart charging, and our unique cooling systems to keep everything running smoothly. It's about creating something greater than you see. Let's take a look at what that means to us.
Greater. It's a powerful concept that has always inspired humankind. It drives us to take on challenges, explore new ideas, and discover a better world.
Realme 是带着一种使命，我们走的每一步都是在践行敢越界的精神。用户是一切的出发点，一个产品就是一次我们和消费者之间的对话。筹备做旗舰机的时候，我们就在思考，一部旗舰手机，它除了拥有强大的性能，还能怎样做到更好呢？
Protecting the environment is a priority we share with our customers. So we used SABIC's bio-based polymer and worked with Naoto Fukusawa to create a design inspired by a natural material, paper. After 12 months of R&D, over 60 prototypes, and more than 1,000 hours of color testing, we found the perfect balance between form, texture, and color.
When it comes to performance, our consumers expect a premium experience, not just specifications that look good on paper. So we made enhancements to both the screen and CPU to make the GT series as powerful and innovative as possible. We took the industry-leading 2K AMOLED flat display and fine-tuned it so expertly that it obtained DisplayMate's highest rating for quality, A+. We employed second-generation LTPO technology, allowing the display's refresh rate to intelligently adapt depending on what's on the screen. This is one of the first smartphones in the world to use the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 processor, the world's fastest Android processor, and we supercharged it with two innovations: the new GT Mode 3.0 and our stainless steel vapor cooling system Max.
With more than 20 innovations embodied into one product, we were able to venture into unexplored territory and push technology to new frontiers. And we're not done yet. We still have a long way to go and many new paths to explore along our journey to inspire others to dare to leap and become greater than you see.
The GT series has always been about the relentless pursuit of greater innovation. It's our flagship line, and this shows in both the design and hardware. We feel the GT line is the perfect embodiment of our Dare to Leap spirit, where we push the boundaries on what you thought was possible. With the original GT, the goal was to create a top-of-the-line model at a price that made sense. And the GT took the world by storm, offering flagship-level specs at a price point that blew the competition out of the water. The GT Neo followed, and we unleashed the GT Neo 2 last year to loads of fanfare. With the GT Neo line, we wanted to provide the biggest bang for your buck. And while these phones have received both critical and commercial acclaim, the industry has looked at them and assumed they now know what Realme is all about. But we were just getting started. Today's successors to the GT are going to challenge what you thought was possible from a flagship phone. They're proof that the GT series and Realme really are greater than you see. Beautiful, isn't it? The GT2 Pro combines our quest for innovative design with the best tech we've ever packed into a smartphone. There's a lot going on here, both under the hood and on the outside. So let's zoom in on the top features that make GT2 Pro our most advanced flagship ever. When it comes to product design, our main goal is to create something daring, fun, yet accessible. But beauty shouldn't be skin deep. That's why we went beyond appearances. For GT2 Pro, it all started with the idea of sustainability. For some companies, sustainability means eliminating some of the things they give you, the consumer. Rather than doing more to improve their products, they cut back. They take things away. The most common thing we're seeing is deciding not to equip an adapter when you get your new phone. In fact, 3 out of the top 10 smartphone companies have used this tactic. We don't think that's sustainability. It's certainly not good enough for Realme or our fans. When you buy a flagship phone, you expect a flagship experience. You don't expect to have to buy add-ons. We took sustainability in another direction. We worked with Naoto Fukusawa again for the GT2 series, and like us, he was driven by the question, how do we create a product that is both eco-friendly and aesthetically pleasing? How do we craft a phone that combines sustainability with style and quality? Naoto Fukusawa takes inspiration from the world around him, and for the GT2, that inspiration came from paper. It's natural, it decomposes, returning to nature, and it's a renewable resource. Realme Design Studio and Naoto Fukusawa took this idea and developed the future in paper as their core design philosophy. We wanted to embody this design philosophy both in the aesthetics and the material we used. We had to look for an eco-friendly material that we could mold and shape into an aesthetic resembling paper. It took over 12 months of research and development. This was the longest R&D project in Realme's history, but we did it. We worked hard to get every detail just right and create a phone that not only looks great and feels comfortable, but also achieves our eco-friendly objective. We call this our paper tech master design. So let's take a deep dive into the material. We needed something that meets the need of sustainability, an eco-friendly option that you don't find on other phones. We wanted to find the harmony between innovation and preservation. And that's when we found SABIC, an innovative materials developer with a goal very much in line with our own, to do what others said could not be done. They're an expert in manufacturing biopolymers, materials derived from renewable resources such as paper pulp, a perfect fit for our paper tech master design. They essentially take residual byproducts from other industries and transform them into a usable material. We selected their ISCC certified biopolymer for the rear panel of the GT2 Pro. These types of polymers are a great alternative to purely petroleum-derived plastics, as they effectively reduce the carbon emissions from the manufacturing process. Compared with purely petroleum-based materials, this biopolymer creates 2 kilograms fewer carbon emissions for every kilogram made. When you look at that from a global scale, that's a huge reduction. That makes our paper tech master design the first bio-based smartphone design ever. How cool is that? GT2 Pro is the first smartphone to use a biopolymer for its entire rear panel, reducing carbon emissions from its manufacturing by 35.5%. That's a reduction of over 1/3. Right from the production line, we've cut down on its carbon footprint. We chose a new innovative material, so then it was up to us to find an innovative way to use it. Looking at shape, form, and texture, this was our most complex research and design process by far. How do we imbue it with a paper-like texture? The final texture was achieved with a precise 0.1 millimeter laser engraving technique. The challenge was finding the right level of engraving. If it was too light, the texture of paperboard would be lost. But if it was too heavy, the panel would lose its structural integrity. After months of testing, we found 5,612 microcuts gave the best look, feel, and durability. Once we had the material and texture down, we had to choose the colors. We spent over 1,000 hours looking at 100 different options to find the perfect hues fitting for this design. We finally selected the 2 subtle pastel colors, paper white and paper green, both inspired by the concepts of paper and sustainability. We chose white to reinforce and replicate that feeling of paper. There's no confusing where the inspiration came from with this combination of texture and color. And green as the quintessential color of sustainability, nature, and the environment. So what better color to include for our biopolymer designs? I think you'll agree, both colors look great. But it's not just about looks. They're tough too. We put these devices through every test we could think of. Extreme heat and cold, high humidity, friction and drop tests, over 320 tests in total to ensure that the GT2 Pro stands up to wear and tear. And don't worry about that white finish. We added a new crystal UV resin that resists dirt and discoloring. It doesn't affect the texture of the PaperTech Master design. It simply ensures it stays looking clean and bright, like a brand new sheet of paper. You probably use your smartphone more than anything else in a day, so we know how important it is that it feels comfortable in your hand. It's truly a delight to hold. Even with a huge battery, we've kept it at just 189 grams light and 8.18 millimeters thin. And we've kept the screen-to-body ratio amazingly low, so when compared to its competitor, you get the same size screen, 6.7 inches, but in a much smaller body. There's no wasted space on the GT2 Pro. Now, we could have stopped there, but we wanted to see what else we could do to further reduce its carbon footprint, so we completely redesigned the packaging. I'm proud to say that we've reduced the percentage of plastic used in packaging from 21.7% to a tiny 0.3%. There's almost no plastic in our packaging anymore. And on top of that, 100% of the inks used are environmentally responsible soy oil-based inks, far better for the environment. Thanks to the collaborative effort between our design studio and SABIC, as well as our adoption of more eco-friendly packaging, we're able to bring you a product that's more sustainable than ever before. I'm happy to share with you guys that every 1 million GT2 Pros made with our PaperTech Master design is the equivalent of 3.5 million fewer plastic bottles being produced. Again, we chose not to stop there. We wanted to provide proof that our efforts were not just clever marketing, not just empty words in a presentation. Most environmental issues occur during manufacturing, so we took a close look at our entire supply chain, requiring not only ourselves, but our suppliers to step up their game. I'm proud to say that the GT2 Pro has also received sustainability certification from TCO. TCO is the world's leading sustainability certification for tech products, and their 9.0 certification has the most stringent standards yet. It requires a socially responsible manufacturing process, not just for us, but for all of our suppliers, with over 40 sustainability performance indicators being checked. This is more than just numbers. This is all part of our continued journey to become an even more responsible company. We couldn't be prouder of our PaperTech Master design. While other companies are cutting back on what they include in the box, we're looking for ways to create a truly environmentally friendly smartphone. So when you choose the Realme GT2 Pro, you know you're making the responsible choice. In addition to the paper white and paper green variants, we've also created a classic steel black edition. For this, we wanted to recreate the feeling of metal back covers, but without the weight. We used a new and innovative AG glass chemical etching technique, creating a more frosted look and a more tactile feel. It feels smooth like metal, but light due to being made from sturdy glass. So there you have it, 3 distinct colors for you to choose from: paper white, paper green, and steel black. Their distinct design and texture are sure to make you stand out. Let's take a look at a short video that shows the making of our PaperTech Master design.
Change happens all around us. But is it changing for the better? Rebirth starts with a single piece of paper. Observe it. The touch sparks creativity a screen cannot replicate. Turn it over. The friction of finger against page fuels our inspiration.
電子機器というとクールで冷たい印象があると思いますが、温かみのある印象に変わったらいいなと思いました。
It is more than an experiment for us, but a link to discover a sustainable future design for younger generations. We strive to find the right material, eco-friendly, clean, minimal environmental impact.
We are able to develop products which have the same performance as materials from fossil-based sources, which means they meet the highest standards. As compared to fossil-based alternatives, our materials offer similar performance, but they do provide a 2 kilogram CO2 reduction per kilogram of our alkaline material.
Engraved, melted, painted, and etched into its essence. Refined by the burning embers of the mind, paper awakens reborn.
纸就是纸，它既不是玻璃，也不是金属，它有自己独特的质感。我们经过上百种组合验证，最终在生物基材料上雕刻出5612条纹理，并在表面加入特殊触感的水晶粉材料，极致地呈现出纸应该有的样子。
And this is just the beginning. With the RealMe, we are entering a new era, where less is more, nature is our partner. And the pursuit of greatness leads our way to a better future, greater than you see. RealMe GT2 Series.
Our Real Meow collection has always been a popular addition to our products, and I'm excited to announce we'll be releasing a brand new, limited edition Real Meow for every generation of the GT Pro. And to commemorate the world's first bio-based smartphone design, for the GT2 Pro, we're releasing the limited edition Real Meow Paper. In the spirit of being eco-friendly, we used an environmentally friendly, non-toxic resin. Sculpted to replicate the paper-like engraving, this Real Meow perfectly showcases the style and organic feeling of the Realme GT2 series. That's our PaperTech Master design. 12 months of R&D went into constructing this TCO-certified innovation. Inspired by paper and designed by a master, it's our most environmentally friendly design ever. Next, I want to talk about my favorite part of the GT2 Pro, the display. Along with the design, the screen is one of the first things you notice on a smartphone. It's not just a physical component, it's your window into a digital world. The problem today is that there's always a compromise between high resolution and high refresh rate. But Realme fans, they want it all. They want an ultra-high resolution display with a high refresh rate to match. Our team has been working on this for the past 4 years. This is the first smartphone to use this new screen, so we get to give it a name. Say hello to Realme Super Reality Display. Super Reality Display is built to deliver incredibly realistic visuals that feel rich, natural, and authentic. But we also ensured it's as responsive as it is clear. To achieve that, we've applied everything we learned about displays in GT2 Pro. I'm proud to say this is the world's first smartphone to have a 2K AMOLED flat display with an LTPO 2.0 technology. So how does it stack up against the competition? Let's look at another popular premium flagship for comparison. From resolution to color depth and refresh rate technology, you can see it offers one of the best displays out there right now. So let's see how Super Reality Display on Realme GT2 Pro stacks up against it. The Super Reality Display was created using a 6.7-inch AMOLED with over 4.5 million pixels and a whopping 525 pixels per inch. This 2K Super Reality Display has 14.6% more pixels per inch than its competitor. That greater pixel density means text will appear sharper and images will show amazing details, like individual blades of grass or strands of hair. In addition to resolution, great color and contrast are essential for the most cinematic viewing and gaming experience. The Super Reality Display has outstanding color performance with a 10-bit color depth. This level of color depth can produce 1,024 shades of red, green, and blue each, adding up to an impressive 1.07 billion colors in total. That's 64 times more color information than a typical 8-bit display, which can only produce about 16 million colors. With 10-bit color, you can expect smooth transitions from one shade to another. In terms of contrast, the higher the contrast ratio, the deeper and more distinct the blacks, which makes a huge difference to picture quality. You really notice this with dark scenes in games and films. Our Super Reality Display has an unbelievably high contrast ratio of 5 million to 1. The competition has a contrast ratio of just 2 million to 1. That means the Super Reality display has a 150% higher contrast ratio. Compared to SDR, HDR is far brighter, has higher contrast, and much better color accuracy. When you look at an SDR screen, you probably can't tell, but side by side the difference is staggering. Once you've seen HDR, there's no going back to SDR. The standard format for HDR content is HDR10, but we went one better again, giving you HDR10+. This means the screen reacts dynamically to every single frame, giving you great HDR visuals for every scene. We also want to make sure those billion colors are displayed accurately. Color accuracy is measured using JNCD, just noticeable color difference. The lower the number, the better the color reproduction. A score less than 1, and your eye won't be able to see any problems with the color accuracy. But why aim for just a score less than 1? That's not greater than you see. GT2 Pro has a ridiculously small score of 0.5. That's visually indistinguishable from perfect. For brightness, the Super Reality display can reach a peak outdoor brightness of a massive 1,400 nits, making the Super Reality display one of the brightest in its class. It also features 10,240 individual levels of brightness that adjust automatically according to your surroundings for optimal power saving and comfortable viewing experience. This all adds up to a beautiful piece of technology. But again, don't just take our word for it. The GT2 Pro has received the highest possible score for screen quality from DisplayMate, A+. But that's not all. What makes the display truly unique, worthy of the name Super Reality display, is the LTPO technology. With LTPO 2.0 technology, Super Reality display can automatically adjust the refresh rate from 1 to 120 Hz and everywhere in between. It dynamically matches your content to help preserve your battery when you're reading an article, for example, but then can ramp up to 90 or 120 Hz when you're gaming and need split-second responsiveness. Speaking of split-second response time, when compared to its competitor, the Super Reality display features 5.6 times faster refresh rate, so everything looks and feels more responsive and smoother. Thanks to the LTPO 2.0 technology, GT2 Pro sees an improved battery life by 1.7 hours, so you are able to watch one more movie or get through one more game. Super Reality display combines the most advanced display hardware and software optimization to give you lightning-fast responsiveness. This result is a boost in touch sampling rate to a whopping 1,000 Hz. That means the display looks for touch input 1,000 times a second. And to make sure the display stays looking good, we've protected it with Corning's Gorilla Glass Victus. This coat of armor is up to 4 times tougher than competitive aluminosilicate glasses and means you can drop the GT2 Pro from 2 meters and the screen will be fine, although we hope you don't. So in comparison, you can see that our Super Reality display outshines the competition, especially in terms of resolution and that huge contrast ratio. This all adds up to an amazing viewing experience packed into this premium smartphone. So there you have it. The Super Reality display is the only flat display in its class that delivers 2K resolution with LTPO 2.0 technology. It has practically perfect color accuracy, and with GT Mode 3.0, we offer you 1,000 Hz instant touch sampling. Greater than anything you've seen before, this is the world's first 2K LTPO AMOLED flat display with an A+ grading from DisplayMate. Next, let's talk about performance. The GT series has always been in pursuit of outstanding performance, and with the GT2 Pro, our product team has really gone all out. For a Pro model, obviously, we've included the world's fastest Android processor, Qualcomm's brand new Snapdragon 8 Gen 1. Qualcomm has really stepped up the game this time. They have moved on to 4nm processing, which is a substantial breakthrough, all thanks to the new ARM v9 architecture. This is the most powerful and smartest processor ever released by Qualcomm. In tests, when integrated into the GT2 Pro, it's achieved a peak AnTuTu score of over 1 million. This makes the GT2 Pro one of the fastest smartphones in the world. If you want to be one of the first to get your hands on the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1, the GT2 Pro is the perfect choice. It's one of the first premium flagships in the world to come powered by this processor. But with great power, you need greater stability. It's not enough to just use the latest chipset if it can't run consistently. And this is one of the biggest challenges every time a new processor is released. Most flagship smartphones seem fast on paper, but then really start to struggle when running resource-heavy apps and games. Here's the problem. Making the processor and RAM work hard generates heat. It's simple physics. There's no way around that. And as the phone gets hotter, the processor slows down to protect itself. Slower speeds means poorer performance. It's like having a racehorse but not letting him run, only letting him walk to the finish line. We want to let the Snapdragon gallop at full speed. This is why at Realme, we pour a ton of resources into developing the best cooling systems possible to allow these processors to work harder for longer. For the GT2 Pro, we've developed an all-new 9-layered cooling system. This is another huge breakthrough for us and for the industry. We're calling it Stainless Steel Vapor Cooling Max. This entire system has been re-engineered from the ground up to maximize its cooling area and heat dissipation capability. Our engineering team has made huge progress over the last 3 generations. The cooling system is an important focus for us because it's the best way to ensure a reliable, sustained peak performance. With a total cooling area of 36,761 square millimeters, this is the largest smartphone cooling surface we've ever made. The Stainless Steel Vapor Cooling Max system has 9 unique layers, including a stainless steel vapor chamber, graphene film, a copper alloy, and our famous diamond thermal gel. The vapor chamber and diamond thermal gel are 2 key areas that we have improved on from the original GT cooling system to ensure better performance. First, we increased the size of the stainless steel vapor chamber to 4,129 square millimeters. That's 30% larger than in the original GT. We've also included our unique diamond thermal gel. This isn't clickbait. There are actually minute diamond particles inside the gel. As a material, diamond has an amazing heat dissipation rate, and by incorporating it into our gel, it makes it 50% more effective than regular thermal gel. According to our data, the maximum temperature for the GT2 Pro's core area has been reduced by 19 degrees. This translates to a 25% increase in heat dissipation capacity compared to the first generation GT. With the rapid development of the mobile gaming industry and the rise of global esports, more and more young people are playing games on their smartphones. Fast and stable connectivity is crucial when it comes to great mobile gaming experience. With that in mind, I am proud to share that GT2 Pro comes with our greatest and smartest mobile connectivity. Thanks to the X65 5G modem on the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 processor, GT2 Pro is one of the first premium flagships in the world to be equipped with 10 GB 5G connectivity. Beyond that, GT2 Pro also comes with our very own antenna array matrix system for smoother and faster connectivity all around. This system consists of 3 technologies: the world's first ultra-wideband hypersmart antenna switching technology, a Wi-Fi enhancer, and an advanced 360-degree NFC technology. The Realme GT2 Pro is designed with 12 wraparound antennas that cover all sides of the phone and support mainstream bands in almost all directions, all with the same signal strength. And because of this wraparound design, GT2 Pro can intelligently judge the signal strength and select the best mobile signal automatically. The Realme GT2 Pro also supports 48 mainstream global bands covering more than 150 countries around the world. If you live the jet-setter life, this means you can get signal almost anywhere, as long as you brought your GT2 Pro. With Wi-Fi enhancer, Realme GT2 Pro uses omnidirectional Wi-Fi technology for a more stable, consistent Wi-Fi connectivity, which is powered by the Wi-Fi 6 enhanced version. Not to mention, it also supports dual Wi-Fi network acceleration, 5G, and Wi-Fi network overlay, as well as many other software features to give you a Wi-Fi network experience greater than you can imagine. With 360-degree NFC, we have redesigned the GT2 Pro's NFC system from the ground up by integrating the top two cellular antennas with an NFC signal transceiver function, thus forming the NFC3 antenna array. As a result, we have increased the sensing area by 500% and enhanced the sensing distance by 20% compared to traditional NFC solutions. Next, let's talk about battery life. GT2 Pro is our most powerful and fastest flagship yet, but it's also our most efficient. The GT2 Pro comes with a 5,000 mAh battery. This is over a 10% increase in capacity from the previous Realme GT. But what does that mean in the real world? You can see that the battery improvement in real-life scenarios is significant. For instance, you can expect up to 7 hours more video streaming and up to 9 hours more music playback as compared to the GT. Now that's what we mean by giving you nothing but the greatest experience, even when it comes to battery life. Despite how large the battery is, we managed to fit into an 8.18 millimeter form factor while keeping the weight under 190 grams. This is truly an engineering marvel. To put things into perspective, if you compare this with other flagships that come with a 5,000 mAh battery, you will notice they have a much thicker form factor and are much heavier, even crossing the 200-gram mark. Despite having a huge 5,000 mAh battery, the GT2 Pro is truly a delight to hold. We've always tried to push the boundaries of what's possible from a smartphone, especially in function and form. We're also including our 65-watt Super Dart Charge Enhanced, which can charge the GT2 Pro from 0 to 100% in just 33 minutes, so you'll never be chained to the power outlet again. This is a drastic improvement from Realme GT, considering the GT2 Pro features a larger battery capacity while still being able to shave down the charging duration by as much as 2 minutes. The GT2 Pro is the most powerful entry in the GT lineup, with the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1's full potential being unlocked by our unique stainless steel vapor cooling max system. The GT2 Pro has set a new benchmark for flagship performance, and with a cutting-edge 5,000 mAh battery and 65-watt Super Dart Charge Enhanced, you get greater battery life no matter what you're doing. Now, let's talk about the GT2 Pro's new camera system. Cameras are one of the most important features for our fans, and our camera team has worked hard to incorporate all the feedback that we've gotten from the Realme community. After 3 years of research and development, this is our most advanced camera system ever. With the GT2 Pro, we're introducing our first ever dual 50-megapixel primary camera system. That's not just one, but 2 primary cameras with 50 megapixels each. The GT2 Pro has a triple camera setup featuring a 50-megapixel primary wide-angle camera, a 50-megapixel 150-degree ultra-wide-angle camera, and a 40x micro lens camera. Let's jump into the main camera first. The 50-megapixel wide-angle camera is powered by Realme's own ProLight imaging technology. ProLight imaging technology was designed to let you capture beautiful photos in any situation. It achieves this by combining a flagship-grade sensor, professional-level stabilization, and an intelligent noise reduction algorithm. For the GT2 Pro, it starts with the huge Sony IMX766 sensor. This massive 1 by 1.56-inch sensor with big 2-micron combined pixels makes it one of the best in its class for low-light photography. Compared with its competitor, it has 13.6% more light intake. More light means more image information, which means better photos. We know it's not always easy to keep your hands steady while you're trying to catch that perfect shot. This is even more prevalent with low-light photography, where the sensor needs more time to capture light. Any movement in your hands while it's doing that, and you'll get a blurry image. Fear not. the IMX766 comes with both optical image stabilization for photos and electronic image stabilization for videos. Optical image stabilization means the lens itself physically moves to compensate for your hand movements. Electronic image stabilization, well, why don't we take a look? You can see on the left how well the GT2 Pro handles stabilization compared to its competitor. So even if you're on the back of a quad bike, your videos will still look stable and smooth. But stabilization is only one aspect of getting a clear image. Another is digital noise, and that can be especially noticeable in low-light photography. The more noise, the more grainy your final shot. That's why the third component of ProLight imaging technology is our unique AI Noise Reduction Engine 3.0. When you press the shutter, the GT2 Pro takes a burst of several photos. The AI Noise Reduction Engine employs an image averaging algorithm to find the differences and removes as much digital noise as possible. And because digital noise comes in different shapes and sizes, the Noise Reduction Engine uses shape-adaptive denoting algorithm to identify and remove these shapes. The result? Beautifully clear, low-light photos with far less digital noise. But a picture is worth 1,000 words. So let's take a look at how clean and clear the images from the GT2 Pro are in comparison to its competitors. Here, we've taken one of the most challenging shots, a nightscape with a bright subject. It can be hard for cameras to keep the scene bright, reduce noise, and not affect the color balance. If we look closer, you can see how good the images from GT2 Pro are in comparison. It has great clarity, low noise, and the color still looks great. Speaking of low light, video can be just as challenging, if not more challenging in low light. How many times have you tried to capture that moment in the dark? A night out with friends, for example, but when you see the result, it's too dark to use. The GT2 Pro comes equipped with our AI Nightscape video that brightens videos by up to 46%. Let's see it in action. You can see for yourself how it intelligently brightens the scene, and yet it still looks natural. Skin tones, shadows, all look true to life. So now you don't have unusable dark videos anymore. And for you creatives out there, try the bokeh flare video mode. It intelligently detects the subject and separates from the background. It then blurs the background to help your subject stand out. Even in low light conditions, just look at how much more professional this video looks with bokeh flare. In summary, the all-new 50-megapixel Sony IMX766 powered by ProLight imaging technology lets you shoot brighter and sharper photos and videos than ever before. Even if you're shooting at night, you'll get cleaner images and brighter videos. Photography is a form of creative expression, and Realme's philosophy has always been to empower our community members' creativity. Since the introduction of the super wide camera on the original GT, we've seen a ton of amazing photos taken by our fans. Over the past 3 years, we've launched many industry firsts when it comes to camera features. In 2019, we released the first phone with an ultra-high 64-megapixel camera, ushering in an era of unbelievably high resolution for mobile photography. Then, in 2020, we released an industry-leading 60-time ultra-zoom camera. Who needs a telescope when you have a 60-time zoom on your phone? Today, we're announcing our next breakthrough in camera technology. With the GT2 Pro, we're giving you the world's first 150-degree ultra-wide-angle camera on a smartphone. At 150 degrees, you've got unlimited creative freedom. The only limit, really, is your imagination. The field of view for most main cameras is 84 degrees. Our ultra-wide camera gives you a 278% increase in the field of view for your images. Even smartphones that come with a wide-angle camera only go as wide as 119 degrees on average. Our ultra-wide camera gives you a 26% increase. Let me show you the type of shots you'll be able to take. A camera lens this wide allows you to get much more in your shot, whether that's a panoramic landscape or a tight architectural interior. The world's first 150-degree camera in a smartphone naturally needs software that takes advantage of it. And so, we've also included the world's first fisheye mode in a smartphone. 150 degrees lends itself perfectly to the fisheye mode. This angle produces a striking visual perspective and a wide panoramic, spherical image, perfect for extreme sports and creative photography. We can't wait to see what pictures you'll create with the first 150-degree ultra-wide-angle camera and fisheye mode. The third and final part of the camera system is our Micro Lens 2.0 camera. It's in our nature as humans to explore the unknown, from the deepest ocean to the depths of space. But you don't need to travel that far to satisfy your curiosity. There's a whole world waiting to be discovered right under your nose. You just can't see it with the naked eye. This is where our Micro Lens Camera 2.0 allows you to take a closer look and experience the world around you in a whole new way. We've seen micro lenses before, but our 2.0 version allows you to be 2 times farther away from the subject, making focusing much easier. And we've increased the depth of field 4-fold, ensuring more of the image is in focus, giving you much sharper images and again, easier focusing. All in all, it's now far simpler to create great-looking macro photography. Let's take a look, a much closer look. Just look at the incredible detail you can pick up with this micro lens. With this combination of lenses, you can leave your DSLR at home. You have all you need right here to take everything from extreme panoramas to extreme close-ups. So there you have it, a world-class 50-megapixel camera powered by our ProLight imaging technology, the world's first 150-degree ultra-wide camera, and a 40-time magnification micro lens camera. This is the most diverse and advanced camera system we've ever put together, and we can't wait to see what photos you create with it. And that's the GT2 Pro, packed with our most innovative features, the new 2K Super Reality display with LTPO 2.0, the world's fastest Android processor, fully unlocked by Realme's stainless steel vapor cooling system Max, and our unique camera setup with dual 50-megapixel cameras. Thanks to SABIC and our collaboration with Naoto Fukasawa, the GT2 Pro is also the world's first flagship smartphone with a rear panel crafted from a biopolymer, making it one of the most environmentally conscious flagships you can buy. The GT2 Pro is a new type of flagship, one that marks a turning point for Realme. It represents the spirit of Realme and the passion of our dedicated fans. This is proof that Realme and our community are greater than you see. Let's watch a short video to once again explore the great features of the GT2 Pro. As I said earlier, the GT series is all about the relentless pursuit of greater innovation. We're guided by the desire to bring this flagship experience to everyone. This was the inspiration behind creating the GT series, to put cutting-edge technology and flagship quality in a smartphone accessible to everyone. With that in mind, I'm very excited to share one more GT product with you today, the GT2. We have carefully crafted this device for those of you who want an outstanding, balanced smartphone. It has everything you expect from a flagship in terms of design, performance, and camera. We've included the same PaperTech Master design in paper white and paper green, that same reduction in carbon emissions, and that great paper-inspired look and feel. It also comes in the beautiful steel black AG Glass edition. In terms of display, the GT2 features a dazzling 120 Hz AMOLED display. You can select from 30, 60, 90, or 120 Hz, depending on what you're doing. It has 1,300 nits brightness, 100% P3 coverage, 5 million to 1 contrast ratio, and of course, HDR10+ support. We've also included the amazing 1000 Hz touch sampling rate to keep you one step ahead of the competition. And that flagship performance continues with the lightning-fast Snapdragon 888. To help it run fast and stay cool, we've paired it with our stainless steel Vapor Cooling System Plus, which includes our diamond thermal gel, achieving 50 to 60% better results than standard thermal paste at dissipating heat. So no matter what you throw at it, it'll all run buttery smooth. We've included the same whopping 5,000 mAh battery to keep you powered all day long. We've cut no corners. They'll also be equipped with that great 65-watt Super Dart charger in the box. So when you do need a top-up, it only takes 33 minutes to go from 0 to 100%. In terms of cameras, the GT2 features the same great 50-megapixel Sony IMX766 wide camera as the GT2 Pro. And it's also powered by our flagship Pro Light imaging technology, so you can take the great low-light photography. For the GT2, we've paired it with a 4-centimeter macro camera and an 8-megapixel super wide camera, so you get complete freedom for any scenario with just 3 cameras. So there you have it, the GT2, our Papertech Master design, a 120 Hz AMOLED display, the blazing fast Snapdragon 888 with our stainless steel Vapor Cooling System Plus, and the stunning 50-megapixel Sony IMX766 sensor powered by our Pro Light imaging technology. It really is the every person's flagship. That's the hardware taken care of, but I know a lot of you also love the Realme UI, so I'm pleased to let you know that the GT2 Pro and GT2 both come fully loaded with the new and improved Realme UI 3.0. Based on Android 12, Realme UI 3.0 comes with newly designed 3D icons, our fluid space design, and emojis, as well as improved privacy functions like app permission control and location hiding. Designed with functionality and customization in mind, Realme UI 3.0 allows you to express yourself with greater freedom and create an experience unique to you. You'll also be glad to hear we're committed to 3 years of major Android OS updates and 4 years of Android security patches for the GT2 series. I'm also excited to tell you you'll be able to see all the latest products at 4 pop-up stores we're launching in 4 European cities: Madrid, Milan, Paris, or Warsaw. We will also be taking these pop-up stores on the road to other continents and countries soon. You can expect to see them in India, Indonesia, Mexico, China, Egypt, and Russia in the near future. We'll be announcing the dates for these soon. And the Real Meow paper you saw earlier? Well, there will be a limited run of 500, worth 199 euros each. But these are not for sale. You'll be able to see them in the pop-up stores where attendees will have the chance to win one. Check out the pop-up stores for more details on how to take part. I'm also very excited to announce our 2022 Global Photography Contest is coming soon. It's designed to encourage people to seize the beauty of life through their lenses and help discover talented photographers that can convey the spirit of Realme. There's a prize pool of $10,000 up for grabs and the chance to become Realme's official associated photographer. Stay tuned by logging on to our global community website and social media accounts to find out when it begins. We look forward to seeing your submissions. As we've seen, Realme truly is greater than you see, and the Realme family extends well beyond just smartphones. As Madhav said, our goal is to build an AIoT ecosystem for everyone, based on our 1+5+T model. The 1 represents your smartphone, the 5, our line of AIoT products like laptops and audio hardware, and the T, our TechLife line of products, which includes everything from robot vacuum cleaners to beard trimmers. To tell us about the latest additions to the AIoT line is Andy.
Thanks, Mark. I have to say the GT2 series looks stunning. Hi everyone, I'm Andy, Product Marketing Manager here at Realme Global. and I'm here today to introduce 3 new additions to the Realme AIoT family. Last year, we released our first laptop, the Realme Book, which was a massive hit thanks to its thin, light metal body, crystal clear 2K screen, and amazing performance under the hood. Well, today, I'm excited to introduce the next iteration of Realme laptops, the new and improved Realme Book Prime. All the improvements to the Book Prime are linked back to the processor. First, we upgraded the chip to an 11th gen Intel Core i5, which has a 9.6% increase in single-core performance and a huge 21.8% increase in multi-core performance compared with the previous generation. Second, we looked at cooling. We installed an advanced vapor chamber liquid cooling system. We paired the vapor chamber with 2 ultra-thin, high-speed, high airflow fans, making the cooling system 32.7% more effective at dissipating heat. Why did we install such an advanced cooling system? Well, this cooling allows us to push the processor harder. When you want a processor to run at top speeds, it consumes more power. But more power and higher speeds generate more heat. With vastly improved cooling, that's no longer a problem. For the Book Prime, we've managed to increase the CPU wattage, resulting in a huge 50% increase in power dissipation, so it can work harder when you need it to. And to mark the launch of this new iteration, we've also added a beautiful real green color, unique to the Book Prime. Just look at that. Like the GT2 series, it was inspired by nature and sustainability, and has an elegant, tranquil feel to it. It's a subtle yet distinct color, sure to turn heads and make you stand out from other laptop users in the coffee shop or classroom. The Realme Book Prime takes everything you love about the previous generation, the ultra-clear 2K screen, slim metal body, and great battery life, and then improves on it with a faster processor and top-of-the-line vapor chamber liquid cooling system. It's the perfect choice for creators and gamers. Next up is audio. Our Buds Air series are the perfect choice when you want rich, uninterrupted, immersive sound. And our product team have gone all out this time. So just pop them in, tune out the noise, and enjoy your music the way it was meant to be heard, with the all-new Buds Air 3. Let's start with that design. We really wanted the charging case to stand out. The styling and color schemes were all inspired by the sky. So we took that classic design and gave it the Realme twist, with a smooth, flat top we call our Horizon design. Our previous generation offered 25 decibels of active noise cancellation, which is good. But the new Buds Air 3 come with a massive 42 decibels. They utilize 2 microphones, one on the outside and one on the inside, to cancel out more noise more accurately, giving them one of the highest rated levels of noise cancellation in the world. To put that number into perspective, it's a 68% increase in noise reduction capability compared with the previous generation. The noise cancellation on the Buds Air 3 is so good, they come certified by TUV Rhineland. In fact, they're the first earbuds in the world to have their noise cancelling capability certified by TUV Rhineland. And what about the sound quality? Well, the Buds Air 3 have a huge 10mm driver sporting a professional-grade LCP, that's liquid crystal polymer diaphragm, for amazing sound quality. And to take advantage of this hardware, we invited a team of audio tuning experts to develop a DBB compound bass enhancement program, giving you a deeper, more mellow bass, specifically designed for this diaphragm. And because the Buds Air 3 are so good, we know you'll want to use them all day. So we made sure you can. You get up to 30 hours of total listening time with the charging case. And when you're in a rush, it takes just 10 minutes charge to get 100 minutes of listening. Now, we know how frustrating it can be when the simplest of things, like taking a call, gets in the way of the simplicity you expect with earbuds. That's why the Buds Air 3 can connect simultaneously to 2 devices, which means if you're listening to music on your Book Prime and you get a call, they switch seamlessly to your smartphone to take that call. You never have to take the buds out. How cool is that? So there you have it. Hybrid active noise cancellation, enhanced bass, and up to 30 hours listening time. They also come with transparency mode, so you can hear the world around you without taking them out, and IPX5 water resistance for when you're sweating during a workout or if you get caught in the rain. Escape the crowd with the immersive experience that is the Buds Air 3. Now back to Mark.
Thanks, Andy. Now let me spend the next few moments to talk about a great innovation that you are all familiar with, and it is one of the favorite features of our Realme fans. That feature is our fast charging technology. Now, it is no accident that our fast charging technology is ahead of the curve when compared to the similar devices in the same class. That's because over the last 4 years, we have been consistently invested in giving you the fastest and most efficient charging experience possible. Today, you will find most Realme smartphones come equipped with either our Dart Charge or Super Dart Charge technology, which gives you charging power between 18 watts and 65 watts. Depending on the smartphone's battery capacity, our charging technology will intelligently fully charge your Realme smartphone in under 35 minutes on average. Today, we are ready to announce our next breakthrough in our charging technology. 4 years in the making, I am excited to give you a sneak preview at our all-new Ultra Dart charging architecture. We believe this is the next step forward in our charging technology to let you fully charge your smartphone in a shorter amount of time, to free you up to do more of what you love. The all-new Ultra Dart charging architecture is also the world's first charging architecture that was built specifically to support charging powers between 100 watts and 200 watts. Let's see how this works. At its core, the Ultra Dart charging architecture is based on 3 technological advancements. First, it utilizes multiple charging pumps to increase the charging current, meaning it can charge your smartphone much faster. Secondly, a temperature management algorithm ensures that it does this safely and keeps your smartphone temperature at an ideal level while charging. Finally, we pair this with an industry-leading lithium battery in the smartphone, which has a higher maximum charging current to, again, allow for faster charging. That means you can expect Realme smartphones powered by our 150-watt Ultra Dart charging architecture to get 50% charge in under 5 minutes. They'll also keep their temperature under 43 degrees Celsius and retain a battery capacity of 80% even after 1,000 complete charge cycles. I am also excited to announce that Realme GT Neo 3 will be the first product to be powered by our all-new Ultra Dart charging architecture at 150 watts. That means GT Neo 3 will have the world's fastest charging speed of any smartphone. Let's see this in action. How cool is that? We can't wait for you to get your hands on the GT Neo 3. It will be launched soon, so keep your eyes peeled for more information. Well, we're almost at the end of today's product launch. You can see from today's lineup our relentless pursuit of greater innovation. We can't wait to see what you think of the latest generation of products. Now, back to Madhav for the all-important prices.
So now we come to the prices. Let's start with the GT2 Pro. There are 2 versions to choose from. For the 8GB variant with 128GB of storage, the price is and for the 12GB with 256GB of storage, the price is just And now for GT2, there are also 2 versions to choose from. For the 8GB variant with 128GB of storage, the price is and for the 12GB with 256GB of storage, the price is just on the Realme Book Prime, which comes in 3 stunning colors, Real Blue, Real Grey, and the all-new Real Green. The i5 version with the 8 GB of RAM and 512 GB of storage will be available for this price. And here's the price for the i5 version with the 16 GB of RAM and 512 GB of storage. And finally, the new Buds Air 3. They come in two beautiful colors, the classic Galaxy White and a beautiful Starry Blue. And they will be available for this amazing price. Well, that's all our new products for today, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you again very soon.
New speed awakens. Realme, dare to leap.
We redefine one piece of paper by finally fitting it onto the new Realme GT2 series. Greater than you see.
Realme Book. Dare to create.
Transparent mode. Noise cancelling.
Okay, Google, what's the weather?
Realme Smart TV X. Vivid vision, stunning sound.